Yeah, hi everyone. So we have been studying about applications of derivative, and now, sir, again we are going to study about application of derivative only. This is the third lecture. You said that there are some questions that we are going to solve, but sir, suddenly why you are teaching this complex numbers and all? So it has something to do. Okay, it has something to do with this discussion. The discussion is discussing fx equals to a sin x plus b cos x. So it has something to do with that. That's why we are discussing this particular point here. Now, sir, I don't know anything about complex number. No need to worry. Only thing you need to know is that this value is known as x-axis value and this value is known as y-axis value. Basically, you need to treat this complex number as x plus iota y. This is your x-axis value, this is your y-axis value. You need to find out the angle. So first let's denote this number 1 plus 2 iota on xy plane. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. So on the x-axis you are going for 1, on the y-axis you are going for 2. So this will be the point, no? 1 comma 2. Do you understand this point? So let's draw this line. Let's draw this line here. So you need to find out the angle made by this line with positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. In the whole electronics, in the whole engineering mathematics, or in your whole engineering, whenever they ask about the angle, angle is always measured from positive x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. This line I will say at least 100 times. At least 100 times. If you are studying 10 subjects from me, I will say this line at least 100 times, that angle is always measured from positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So this 1 plus 2 iota is making how much angle? Can you find out this angle? Yes, sir. Simply tan theta I will apply. This angle I need to find out. This is 2. Y-axis value is 2. X-axis value is 1. So tan theta equals to 2. Theta equals to tan inverse 2. That's it. This is the angle that is being made. What about minus 1 plus 2 iota? Minus 1 plus 2 iota, sir. Again, let's make xy plane. This time the value of x is minus 1 and the value of y is 2 only. Value of x is minus 1, value of y is 2. Minus 1 and 2. Minus 1 and 2. Right? So you can make a simple line or you can make a vector as well. It's up to you. Minus 1 plus 2 iota. This is how I am making the line, but let's use a different color of pen. Minus 1 plus 2 iota. Angle is always measured from positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So this angle theta I need to find out. So what I will do is that I will find out theta 1. I will find out this theta 1 and I will subtract it from 180. Basically, what will be your theta? Sir, theta will be nothing but 180 minus theta 1. There you go. So what will be the value of theta? That will be 180 minus, again you let me know what is this angle. So this length is what? This length is 2 and this length is 1. Y-axis value is 2, this length is 1. So what will be the angle? 180 degree minus tan inverse 2. So usually people remember this thing that if x is positive, then this will be the angle. If x is negative, then this will be the angle. If y is positive, then this will be the angle. If y is negative, then this will be the angle. Nothing you need to mug up. Simply show them on xy plane. Then simply know, you would know that what is the angle. Angle is always measured from positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So we are supposed to find out this theta, but easily we can find out this theta. That will be nothing but this length, which is 2, divided by this length, which is 1. So tan inverse 2. Tan theta 1 will be equals to 2 by 1. So that means theta 1 will be tan inverse 2. And if I subtract tan inverse 2 from 180 degree, I will get the value of theta. That's it. This is the answer. So nothing you need to mug up that it will go in second quadrant, third quadrant, nothing. Just simply show them on the xy plane and your job would be done. Minus 1, minus 2, where it will be shown? Let me know where it will be shown. Sir, minus 1, minus 2, where it will be shown? Here it will be shown, no? Because this time the value of x is also negative, value of y is also negative. So minus 1, minus 2. This length is 1 and this length is 2. Minus 1, minus 2. Right? What do you mean by angle? Sir, angle is always measured from positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. Positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. There you go. So this will be the angle theta. Now can anyone comment what will be your theta? Sir, theta will be nothing but, what is this angle? This angle is nothing but theta 1. So what is tan theta 1? Tan theta 1 is nothing but this height, which is 2, divided by this, which is 1. 2 divided by 1. So theta 1 is nothing but tan inverse 2. So what will be the angle theta? Angle theta will be nothing but 180 degree plus tan inverse 2. Do you understand this point or not? Did you understand this? Because sir, I already know that this much angle is 180 degree plus this angle I need to do. So theta 1 is tan theta 1 equals to 2 by 1. Tan theta 1 equals to 2 by 1. This length divided by this length. Right? Perpendicular divided by the base. So 2 by 1. That means 180 degree plus tan inverse 2. This will be the answer. Is that understandable to you? Okay. Let's go to the last one. What does the last one say? 1 minus 2j. 1 minus 2j. 1 minus 2j. So in x direction you go for 1. In y direction you go for minus 2. So 1 minus 2j. So this point will, this number will be, this length will be 2 and this length will be 1. What will be your angle? Angle is always measured from positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. So this will be the angle. This is the angle theta. Right? This theta we are supposed to find out. But if I see that sir, this particular angle I can find out very easily. So if I say that angle is always measured from positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction, what if I measure the angle in the clockwise direction? What if I measure the angle in the clockwise direction? So in the anti-clockwise direction, I was saying the angle to be positive angle like tan inverse 2. So in the anti-clockwise direction, what I will say? The angle is minus tan inverse 2. The angle could have been 360 degree minus tan inverse 2. Say yes or no? Because the whole angle is 360 degree minus this particular angle. What is that? This angle? This angle is nothing but tan inverse 2 because length, this height divided by the base, right? Perpendicular divided by the base, so tan inverse 2. So what I would have done is that from the whole 360 degree, I would have subtracted this much angle, then I would have got this angle theta. Are you able to answer this point? What I need to find out? I need to find out this much angle. So what I did was, I started from here and I calculated the complete angle, which was 360 degree minus this much angle. So what I was left with? 360 minus tan inverse 2. So someone came and told me that if you are actually the angle is measured in anti-clockwise direction, what if you measure the angle in clockwise direction? Then here if you are writing down the positive angle, here you can write down the negative angle. So this is also possible answer. This is also possible answer. And every angle will get repeated after 360 degree. No, let's just say I am at this point. Let's just say I am at this point. Okay, let's just say I am at this point. So if I move around for 360 degree, what I will be getting? I will be getting back to the same point. No, 360 degree again getting back to the same point. Again, if I move for 360 degree, I will be getting back to the same point. So if here the answer was, just a second, just 1 second. If here the answer was tan inverse 2, then other answer could have been written as tan inverse 2 plus 360 degree as well. Both are the same thing. Plus 720 degree as well. Both are the same thing. Or minus 360 degree as well. Both are the same thing. Minus 720 degree as well. Both are the same thing. Because after 360 degree, everything gets repeated. So did you understand how to write down the angles? Writing down the angle is a very easy thing, sir. We used to mug up the things. What we are going to do is that we are going to take up the number and we'll show it on xy plane. This value will be x value, this value will be y value. Simply show it on the xy plane and then measure the angle. It is in the first quadrant directly 2 by 1. Here it went into the second quadrant. That means then I know that sir, this total angle is 180 degree. But how much is this angle? This angle is tan inverse 2. So 180 minus tan inverse 2. Here sir, it went into third quadrant. So 180 degree plus tan inverse 2. Sir, here it went into fourth quadrant. So sir, angle would become very larger. 360 minus tan inverse 2. Or you can simply say that let's take the angle in the anti-clockwise direction. Sorry, let's take the angle in the clockwise direction. Usually we take the angle in the anti-clockwise direction. Since we are taking it in the clockwise direction, we will put up a negative sign. There you go. This is how I will measure the angle. And I would get to know one thing, that everything gets repeated after 360 degree. This is the only concept of angle. Is that clear to you or not? Absolutely, completely clear. How would you write down the angle? That is completely clear to you. Sir, why we are studying this topic? You will understand. Have some patience. Okay? Just have some patience. You will surely understand why we are studying this topic. Okay. let's get started here. You need to find out the maximum and minimum value of sinusoid function and at which angle they are occurring. So you would know that, sir, at pi by 2 it would occur, right? Maximum value would occur at pi by 2 and minimum value would occur at 3 pi by 2. And what is the maximum value? Sin x will be having the maximum value of 1 at the angle pi by 2 plus minus 2n pi. Say yes or no? Do you agree to this point? Because after 2n pi, this particular thing, it will keep on repeating, no? Here, what it will become 5 pi by 2. So sinusoid keeps on repeating after 2 pi. That means it will be 1 at pi by 2 plus minus every 2n pi. Is that clear to you? And when it will be minimum, what will be the minimum value? That will be minus 1. And since we are putting x here, so why I am putting theta? I should put x here only. So when the value of x is 3 pi by 2, and after every 2n pi, it will keep on repeating. Right? Understandable? So basically this value of x, this value of angle should be either pi by 2 for maximum or 3 pi by 2 for minimum. What about cosinusoid? This value should be either 0 for maximum and for minimum it should be pi, because this value is cos 0 and this value is cos pi, right? Cos x will have the maximum value of 1 at x equals to 0 and cos x will have the minimum value of minus 1 when x is 2n pi. Also you would know one thing, for going from minimum to maximum or maximum to minimum, for going from maximum to minimum or minimum to maximum, minimum to maximum or maximum to minimum, you need a difference of pi. You need a difference of pi. Is that clear to you? For moving from maximum to minimum or minimum to maximum, you need a difference of pi. In case of sinusoid and cosinusoid, very very easy things we are learning. Sir, sine will have maximum value of 1, minimum value of minus 1. Pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, after every 2 and pi it will repeat. The difference between maximum and minimum is pi. The difference between maximum and minimum is pi. Let's just say you are at minimum. Now from minimum to maximum you want to go, then another pi you cover, you will get at the maximum. So if I tell you for a sinusoid, let's just say angle theta is the angle at theta equals to theta 1, you are getting maxima. Can you let me know where you will get the minima? Yes sir, minima I will get at theta 1 plus pi. Do you agree to this point or not? So if you are at the maximum, from maximum to minimum I need to go cover the distance of theta. From minimum to maximum I need to go cover the distance of pi. Okay, not the covering the distance of pi, not theta. Basically you are at minima, you need to go to the maxima, then cover the distance of pi. From maxima to minima you need to go cover the distance of pi. From minima to maxima you need to go cover the distance of pi. So this is how sinusoid would work, whether it is sinusoid or cosinusoid. Is that clear to you? And between maxima and maxima there is a distance of 2 pi. That is absolutely clear. Very simple thing, very very simple thing. This waveform should be there in your mind and you will be able to answer all these things. So just let me write down all these things, and all these things we are learning just to make the further things simpler. Okay, as of now you might be thinking that, sir, we were studying about application of derivative, what you are doing suddenly, but further thing I want to make simpler for you. That's why we are learning all these things. Okay, so after every pi, maxima minima gets repeated, and after every 2 pi all the maxima will be repeated or minima will be repeated. Understandable? Now let's talk about this particular graph. 2 sin x plus pi by 6, where will be the maxima? Sir, maxima would occur when x plus pi by 6 equals to pi by 2. Say yes or no, right? So what will be the value of x here? So this will be 3 2 pi by 6, x will be pi by 3, right? X will be pi by 3, then maxima would occur. This is the point of maxima. So if I know the point of maxima, what will be the point of minima? Sir, point of minima I can directly tell. Just add pi here. What will be the point of minima? Sir, pi by 3 plus pi. That will be 4 pi by 3. That will be the point of minima. Now draw the graph. Can you draw the graph? At x equals to minus pi by 6, what will be the value? Sine 0. Basically here sine 0 was occurring here only. But at x equals to minus pi by 6, what you will get? Sine 0 only. So here you will get sine 0 at x equals to minus pi by 6. Right? And then this is how the graph would go. What will be this point? So this point will be nothing but pi by 3. What will be this point? This point will be nothing but 4 pi by 3. And so on. What will be this point? So 4 pi by 3 plus pi. 4 pi by 3 plus pi. So this will become 7 pi by 3. Right? This point will become 7 pi by 3. Right? And this was pi by 6 only. This particular point was pi by 6 only. Now if this is the maxima, what will be this point? For maxima, pi by 3 minus pi, right? This point is backward, no? This point is actually minus pi by 6. Sorry guys, this is minus pi by 6. This is minus pi by 6. So from pi by 3, then go backward minus pi. So this point will become minus 2 pi by 3. Minus 2 pi by 3. This point will become minus 2 pi by 3 and so on. Understandable? And between minima and minima, how much gap is there? Between two minima, you can see 4 pi by 3 minus 2 pi by 3. So 6 pi by 3. So this point will become, these gap will become 2 pi. Right? So this is the scenario. Understandable? So till this point in the 15 minutes, what we have discussed the angle, how to write down the angle, simply represent them. Okay, simply represent them on xy plane, then see in which quadrant they are lying, and based on that you find out, okay sir, complete angle here is 180 degree minus tan inverse 2, here it is 180 degree plus tan inverse 2, here sir it will be 360 degree minus tan inverse 2, or directly you write down minus tan inverse 2, and here it is in first quadrant tan inverse 2 only. Now one thing I am asking you to remember, only one thing, that cos is a friend of x-axis. Okay, cos is a friend of x-axis and sine is a friend of y-axis. I don't know how will you remember, but this is something that you need to remember. Cos is a friend of x-axis and sine is a friend of y-axis. Only thing that you need to remember. Only this is the thing that you need to remember. Cos is a friend of x-axis, sine is a friend of y-axis. Clear? Can you please put this thing in your mind? As cos x, or in any manner you remember, sine y cos x, in any manner you remember that cos is a friend of x-axis and sine is a friend of y-axis. Let's get started with the question. These kind of question would be asked. They can write down any random function and they will ask you what is the maximum and minimum value of this particular function, and if you know the maximum and minimum value, at what angle they are occurring. Because a lot of guys would say that sir, we know the maximum value, sir, it will be under root 3 square plus 4 square, under root 3 square plus 4 square, under root 3 square plus 4 square, sir, that will be the answer. And for minimum value, sir, I will put up the negative sign. But let me know at what angle they will be occurring. If I ask you the angle, then 99 student out of 100 will struggle. So the angle is the matter of concern. I know everyone would know that sir, a sin x plus b cos x will have the maximum value of under root a square plus b square and minimum value of minus under root a square plus b square. This a lot of people would remember. But what about the angle? At what angle it will be occurring? In the examination, for sure I will be asking the angle only, because I know that a lot of students just simply mug it up. But when it comes to finding the angle, they will struggle. So let's try finding out the answer of this question, and you need to find out the angle between 0 to 2 pi only. Why 0 to 2 pi? Because in case of sinusoid and cosine sinusoid, we would know that these maximum value will keep on repeating. Like at pi by 2 it is occurring maximum, then at 5 pi by 2 again it is occurring maximum, then again it will occur. So it will keep on repeating, no? That's why only in one time window we need to tell that at what angle the maximum value will occur. If they ask you later on, let's just say the maximum value is occurring at theta equals to theta 1. So the next maximum again it will occur at theta 1 plus 2 pi. Then again it will occur at theta 1 plus 2 pi. Then again it will occur at theta 1 plus 2 pi and so on. Right? Okay. So let's get started. This is the first question. Fx equals to 3 sin x plus 4 cos x. Now what I would assume is that I would assume 3 as r cos theta, okay, and 4 as r sin theta, where r is a variable and theta is also a variable. Two numbers are given and I am giving them two variables. Are you able to understand this point? Two numbers are given and I have used them as two variables. Is there any problem in that? That r is also a variable and theta is also a variable. 3 I have assumed as r cos theta, 4 I have assumed as r sin theta. From here what you can conclude? If you do the square of this, 9 would be equals to r square cos square theta. And if you do the square of this, what you will get? 16 would be equals to r square plus sin square theta. So if I add both of them, 3 square will be 9, 4 square will be 16, would be equals to r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta. Right? So what is the value of r square you are getting? 25. Let's keep it here. As of now, let's keep it here. Okay. So what is my fx now? Fx is nothing but r cos theta sin x plus r sin theta cos x. Have you seen this formula somewhere? This is nothing but x plus theta. And now in place of x, I will write down x comma theta. Along with that, x comma r comma theta also I will write down. X comma theta I will write down because value of r will come out to be constant, which is plus minus 5, right? So this is the value you are getting. Your fx has been converted into 5 sin x plus theta, because this is the formula of sinusoid, no? Sin a plus b, sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So it is nothing but r sin x plus theta. Now here you saw that r square is coming out to be 25, sir. And what about theta? What you do is that let's assume this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. Divide equation 2 by 1. What you will be getting? Tan theta would be equals to 4 by 3. R sin theta divided by r cos theta would be equals to 4 by 3. So tan theta is coming out to be 4 by 3. Tan theta is coming out to be 4 by 3. Is that understandable to you? Just simply divide. R sin theta divided by r cos theta, that is coming out to be 4 by 3. So theta is coming out to be tan inverse 4 by 3. Tan inverse 4 by 3. Okay. So what you are going to put here? Now the value of r, someone would say that, sir, it is plus 5, someone would say that it is minus 5. Does that matter? If I put plus 5 here or if I put minus 5 here, would that matter or not? Let me know. Will that matter? First of all, actually, this value of r, I will tell you in integral calculus. Okay, when we study integral calculus, no, at that time I will tell you this value of r has to be greater than 0. Okay, sir, how you wrote down this 3 as r cos theta, how you wrote down this 4 as r sin theta, I will tell you when we study about the polar form, no, when we study about polar form, we will do the transition from a Cartesian coordinate system to the cylindrical coordinate system, and from cylindrical to spherical we will go. So there I will tell you that r has to be from 0 to infinity. So this r has to be actually positive. Okay, so somewhere I am writing down that this r has to be positive. All the positive values we are considering. Here r has to be positive, cos theta will also give the positive value, positive into positive, this 3 will also be positive, this r has to be positive, this also has to be positive. So this r has to be positive only. This is the condition. Then only you can assume 3 as r cos theta. Is that clear to you? So this r is positive. If this value was negative, let us say minus 3. So this minus 3 was decided by this angle. Okay, this minus 3 will be decided by this angle, cos theta. Cos theta will decide. Cos theta will do something such that this value will become minus 3. Theta will do something because cos can have negative value, no? Cos and sin can have negative values, no? So they will decide, but r will always be from 0 to infinity. So r has to be greater than or equals to 0. R has to be greater than 0 only. Okay, so always take that this value of r will come out to be plus 5 only. So here I will take up the value of r to be plus 5. So this will come out to be sin x plus this angle is nearly 53 degree. You can find out it is nearly 53 degree. In the calculator you can find out it is nearly 53 degree. Now this is the function we have made. What was our fx? Our fx was initially 3 sin x plus 4 cos x. 3 sin x plus 4 cos x. And now we have made it to what we did, 3 equals to r cos theta, 4 equals to r sin theta. From there we got the value of r. Then we just put it here. Then r came out to be 5. theta came out to be tan inverse 4 by 3, which is nearly 53 degree. So it came out to be 5 sin x plus 53 degree. Now any simulating software you would be having, go to that software and draw the graph. Draw this graph and draw this graph. Both will be superimposing. Like both graphs will be same. So both of the things are actually same. Both of these things are same. Now can you let me know what will be the maximum value of this one? Can you let me know what will be the maximum value of this one? Yes sir, maximum value of this one will be plus 5, right? And at what angle it will be occurring? Sir, it will be occurring at angle if x plus 53 degree equals to 90 degree, right? Where it will occur? Maxima will occur at x plus pi by 6 is equals to 90 degree, because you know that sin 90 is 1. So when x plus 53 degree is 90 degree, at that angle it will be occurring. So the value is coming out to be 37 degree. And what is the minimum value? Minimum value is minus 5. And where it will be occurring? Sir, 37 degree plus 180 degree, right? Why 180 degree? Because you know that sir, after pi everything gets repeated. After pi maxima would become minima. After pi minima would become maxima. So after pi sir, everything gets inverted, and after 2 pi everything gets repeated, right? So what we have done is that we converted this 3 sin x plus 4 cos x into 5 sin x plus 53 degree. From there we go to know that our maximum value is plus 5 and it is occurring at 37 degree. Our minimum value is minus 5 and it is occurring at 217 degree. Is that clear to you? Understandable? Or what you got to put is that what you would have done is that x plus 53 degree should be equals to 270 degree, because sin 270 is minus 1. So from there as well, 270 minus 53, you will get 217 degree only. So this is the way of solving the first question. Now what is the other way? What is the other way? Other way would be this. That's our fx equals to 3 sin x plus 4 cos x is given. So just treat this as a sin x plus b cos x. Now get the value of a, get the value of b, do under root a square plus b square. Under root a square plus b square. What you are getting? Under root 3 square plus 16. What answer you are getting? 5. So this function fx would be between minus 5 to plus 5. Would be between minus 5 to plus 5. So this will be the minimum value it will have, and this will be the maximum value it will have. So this is something that you will remember, under root a square plus b square. Now even if this value is positive or negative, because you would know that square would become same. Like here, if you want to find out the maximum value, what you will do? Under root 3 square plus minus 4 square, right? Here the value of b is negative, no? What is the answer you will be getting? 5. And what will be the minimum value? Minus 5. So maximum, minimum, same value you will be getting. Similarly here as well, under root a square plus b square, 5 and minus 5, and same answer you will be getting under root a square plus b square, 5 and minus 5. So maximum minimum value is never matter of concern, but now the matter of concern is angle. Now what did I tell you? Cos is a friend of x-axis, cos is a friend of x-axis, and sine is a friend of y-axis, right? Anyway you need to remember. So let's make the xy plane. We need to find out the angle. So we are going to find out the angle for maxima. So we need to make the xy plane. Now xy. Cos is a friend of x-axis. So what is the coefficient of cos? That is 4. So on x-axis I will work for 4, and on y-axis I will work for 3. So here I will reach 4 comma 3. 4 comma 3. What does that mean? This length will be 3 and this length will be 4, right? Is that clear to you? So this is where I will reach. Angle is always measured from positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. Tan theta equals to 3 by 4. What is theta you are getting? Tan inverse 3 by 4, and you can calculate in your calculator. Tan inverse 3 by 4 will come out to be 37 degree only. It will come out to be 37 degree only. So this is the point of maxima. That's it. This is the point of maxima. Here the maximum value will occur. This is the point of maxima. And if you know the point of maxima, what will be the point of minima? Sir, minima will simply be 37 plus 180 degree. That will be 217. So this is how I will be solving the question in the examination hall. Not this method, that this r cos theta, r sin theta. As of now, some guys would be having the doubt that, sir, how you are writing down r cos theta, r sin theta. First you are saying that it is a variable thing, then you are getting it as a constant value. As of now, sir, it doesn't click to me, right? I know it doesn't click to me, but this coordinate system, how it is converted into the polar form, that I will teach you. You need to have some patience for that. But yeah, as of now, we are not going to solve the problems using this method. This is how we are going to solve. Again, I am teaching you a method. Some reasoning I try to give, but this method will be helpful in the examination hall. Because I am pretty sure that now if they ask the question, they will not be interested in the maximum minimum value. They will be interested in the angle for sure. That at what angle maximum or minimum value is occurring. So for sure the question would be coming on the angle, not on the maximum and minimum value, because everyone remembers under root a square plus b square minus under root a square plus b square. But what angle, at what angle it is occurring, that is a big matter of concern. Okay, so for sure the question might be coming on the angle only. So you need to know the concept, that this is how we will solve the problem. So maximum minimum value you already know. For the next one, let's find out the angle. What is b? Fx equals to 3 sin x minus 4 cos x. 3 sin x minus 4 cos x. You would know the maximum value is plus 5 and minimum value is minus 5. What we need to do? We need to make the xy plane. Cos is a friend of x-axis. Minus 4 comma 3. Minus 4 comma 3. Right? Cos is a friend of x-axis. Right? So on x-axis there is minus 4 comma 3. So this length will be 3 and this length will be 4. So now I can write down this angle. This angle will be tan inverse 3 by 4. This angle I can write down, but actually I am supposed to calculate this particular angle. So my theta is nothing but tan 180 degree minus 180 degree minus tan inverse 3 by 4. So 180 degree minus 37 degree. What answer you will be getting? That you can see, right? So here you will have 3 for 143 degree, right? So at 143 degree you will get a maxima. This is the point of a maxima. And what will be the point of minima? So point of a minima would be 143 degree plus 180 degree, right? So what that would be? So 3, 2 and 3. 3, 2 and 3. Here you will get the minima. Because we are supposed to find out the angles between 0 to 2 pi, no? 0 to 2 pi means x belongs to 0 to 360 degree. 0 to 360 degree. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to find out. So here your maxima and minima is occurring. So this is your big matter of concern. So this is how we need to solve the problems. Is that clear to you? So biggest matter of concern will be the angle only. Okay, let's go to the next question. Fx equals to, both negative this time, no, minus 3 sin x plus 4 cos x. Minus 3 sin x plus 4 cos x. Maximum minimum value we already know, plus 5 and minus 5. So x should be positive 4 and minus 3. So here you will be reaching, right? Cos is a friend of x-axis. So 4 here, and then sin is a friend of y-axis, minus 3 here. So 4 comma minus 3. 4 comma minus 3. Right? Angle is always measured from positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. Understandable? So what will be your answer? Sir, theta would be equals to 360 degree minus, complete angle is 360 degree minus this angle. What is this angle? This angle is nothing but tan inverse. This height is what? 3. Don't mess up the height, okay? 3 height will be associated with the sinusoid. 4 height will be associated with the cosinusoid. Cosinusoid is a friend of x-axis. Sinusoid is a friend of y-axis. So this is the y-axis height and this is the x-axis height, which is 4. So tan inverse 3 by 4. Sir, why you did not write down minus tan inverse 3 by 4? This also you could have written down, right? But I know that, sir, this angle will come out to be negative, no? But I am supposed to find out the angle between 0 to 360 degree. So 0 to 360 degree, this is the angle I need to find out. That's why I wrote down 360 degree minus tan inverse 3 by 4. So what will be the answer I will be getting? 360 degree minus 37 degree. 3, 2, 3. 323 degree. And this is the point of maxima. What will be the point of minima? So for minima, sir, let's add up angle 180 degree. If you add up 180 degree angle, then you will be going up from, like you will be going out of the limit, no? You will be going out of the limit. 323 plus 180. But you need to remain in the limit only. That means you can add up or subtract 180 degree as well, no? Because after every pi, the things get repeated. Let's just say here you are getting maxima. You need to get minima, then go back by pi. You will get the minima. Here you are getting minima. You need to get maxima, then go back by pi. So you can either go ahead or you can come backward as well. So what I will do? 323 minus 180 degree. What is 323 minus 180 degree? 323 minus 180 degree will be 143 degree. At this point you will get the minima. Okay. And if you are doubtful, what you can do is that you can put up the angle here. Like basically, let's put up the angle and let's clear the doubt. That you put up 143 degree here and you see what answer you are getting. Like calculator you would be having, no, in the examination. So sine 143 degree, like this calculator you would be having. And you have said that, sir, at 143 degree I will be getting minima. That means at 143 degree I should be getting the angle, I should be getting the value minus 5. So let's put up a 143 degree. So 143 degree you will put and then calculate the value of sine, then multiply with minus 3. Wait a second. 143 degree you will put sine, multiply with minus 3. You are getting minus 1.8 plus cos 143 degree cos into 4 and then minus 1.8. Yes, you are getting minus 5 only. Okay, so this is how you can recheck your answer as well. That put up this angle here and you will get your answer. And if this is correct, then this has to be correct, because after pi you would know that things will be inverted. If this is minima, this would become maxima only. So this will be 101% correct. What is the difference between these two guys? 180 degree only, no? Plus 180 degree difference only. Okay, well and good. Yes, now the last question where both are negative. So I hope I have told you a good method. Now this method, you will never mess up these kind of questions. Otherwise, if you differentiate and all those things you do, or r cos theta, r sin theta, if you keep on doing all these things, no, then you might mess up these questions in the examination hall. But after this method, you would be able to write down the maximum and minimum value, which everyone would be able to write down. But when it comes to finding out the angle, that at what angle it is occurring, at that time you will not struggle. What you will say, sir, cos is a friend of x-axis. That means I need to work for minus 4. Minus 4 means here. And then I need to work for 3. 3 means here. That means at what point I will reach? This point I will reach. This is the point I will be reaching. I am interested in this angle, sir. I am interested in the angle measured with positive x-axis in the anti-clockwise direction. I am interested in this much angle, and sir, this much angle would be nothing but 180 degree plus tan inverse 3 by 4. So 180 degree plus 37 degree, which will be 217 degree. So here your maxima would be occurring. And what about the minima? Sir, if you add 180 degree here, no, 217 degree plus 180 degree. If you do 217 plus 180 degree, then it will be lying out of the limit, right? So what I will do? I will simply subtract 180 degree, right? Because I can subtract 180 degree as well. So at 37 degree, you will attain minima. That's it. This is the answer. So is that clear to you? I hope it is completely understandable to you. Everything is completely understandable to you. Let's write down some important formulas which you might not be knowing. Like, do you remember sin A plus B? that is sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. And do you remember cos A plus B? That is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. That's it. Only these two you need to remember. Now if there is a negative sign, then you will be able to write down, no, sin A minus B. So what will be sin A minus B? Sin A remains as it is. Sin, in place of B put minus B. Then cos will eat up the negative sign. Here in place of A put A only. But in place of B you put minus B. Sin, what sign will do? Sign will take out the negative sign. So this positive will become negative. And what about cos A minus B? So cos will say that I do nothing with the negative sign, so they will eat up the negative sign. What sign will say? Sign will say that I will take out the negative sign. So here only one negative sign is there, so this will become plus. Right? So all these formulas, these four formula you need to remember. Okay, and from here other formula also comes out. Which formula? Like these also you directly need to remember. 2 sin A cos B. If I am asking 2 sin A cos B. 2 sin A cos B. So different things are there, that means sinusoid will come into action. Sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. 2 cos A sin B is there, then sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. If 2 cos A cos B is there, then both same, that means cosinusoid will come into action. Cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. This formula I again and again mess up. Okay, this formula is mess up a lot of time. And what about 2 sin A sin B? Both same means cosinusoid will come into action. So what will be the formula? Cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. So these formula you should be directly able to remember. In your basic class 11, 12th you would have studied it. Now as well you need to remember. Although only two formula you need to remember. If you need to write down all these formula, if you just remember these two guys, no, cos A plus B, sin A plus B, cos A plus B. Then from sin A plus B you can write down sin A minus B. From cos A plus B you can write down cos A minus B. Now what you need to write down? 2 sin A cos B. Sin A cos B and vary sin A cos B. Sin A cos B. What you need to do is that you need to add both of the equation. So sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. So this and this will get cancelled out. So what answer you will be getting? 2 sin A cos B. If you need to write down 2 cos A sin B, 2 cos A sin B, 2 cos A sin B. That means you need to subtract these two equations, sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. Next you need to write down 2 cos A cos B, 2 cos A cos B. That means you need to add up all these both of the equation. After that you need to write down 2 sin A sin B, 2 sin A sin B. That means you need to subtract this from this, cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. That's it. Okay. But yeah, remember these formulas, they may be used somewhere. Understandable? Okay, so this point is clear. We have discussed fx equals to a sin x plus b cos x. Our maximum and minimum value would be under root a square plus b square minus under root a square plus b square. For finding out the angles, I will remember one thing: cos is a friend of x axis and sin is a friend of y axis. Whatever the coefficient of cos is there, I will denote it on the x axis. Whatever the coefficient of sin is there, I will denote it on the y axis. Then I will see in which quadrant it is lying. Based on that, I will be able to comment. First quadrant, directly tan inverse b by a. Second quadrant, it would be 180 degree minus something, because in the second quadrant the scenario would look somewhat like this. 180 degree minus something. In the third quadrant it will be 180 degree plus something. In the fourth quadrant it will be minus tan inverse something. Right? And this is the thing that we remember for maxima. For minima, what will happen? Either you add a plus pi or you add minus pi. That's it, job done. Now what if, sir, in the examination this kind of question is coming? Which kind of question? This kind of question is coming. 4x plus 30 degree. It is not the general form. What is the general form that we have studied? General form that we have studied is a cos theta plus b sin theta. Like here these angles were same, but now the angle is different, x plus 30 x. But at least this x is same, no, x. So you can convert. Can you open this cos x plus 30? Your target would be to convert in this form. Can you convert this function fx in this particular form? If you are able to convert, then your job would be done. Otherwise you will have to differentiate. So will we be able to convert or not? So let's try converting it. What we are doing, fx is given 4 cos x plus 30 degree. So cos a cos b. What is the formula of cos a plus b? Cos a cos b. What is cos b? Cos 30 degree. Under root 3 by 2. cos A plus B, right? Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, minus sin A sin B. Understandable? Is it correct? Cos A plus B is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. Let me check. Yes. So cos 30 is under root 3 by 2 and sin 30 is 1 by 2 minus 3 sin x. Now you can see very closely that it has become 2 under root 3 cos x minus 2 sin x minus 5. This is 2 and this is 2 minus 2 sin x minus 2 minus 3 sin x. So this will become minus 5 sin x. This is your fx. Isn't it the standard form? Yes sir, we have got the standard form. So just open it up, no, but just see the angle. Here the angle is also x and here the angle is also x. If it was x2x, x3x, x4x, then there would have been an issue. But if the angle is x and x only, here also it could have been x plus 60 degree. Then you would have opened it up, right? You just need to open it up and you will get the standard form. So our target is getting the standard form. Now can you find out the maximum and minimum value? But corresponding angle is the matter of concern. Yes sir, what will be the maximum value? Maximum value will be, sir, nothing but under root square of this. What will be the square of this? 3 into 4, 12 plus under root square of this, that will be 25. What answer I will be getting? क्या मैं कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक कर रहा हूँ भाई कोई? Cos A cos B, because as far as I remember this was not the answer. Minus sin A sin B, sin 30. As of now this is the answer only. This is correct answer only. What I have written here, whatever that I have written here, and root 13, that is wrong. Okay, this answer I have written wrong only. Forget about this answer. Here it might have been plus, that's why I would have written this answer. If there was plus, then this would have been the answer, but there is a negative sign here. And formula of cos A plus B is nothing but cos A cos B minus sin A sin B only. Yeah, so there is this negative sign only. So sin 30 is 1 by 2. So no calculation error, minus 2 minus 3. Yeah, so this will become 3 square is 3. The under root 3 square will be 3. 3 into 4, 12. 12 plus 25. This will become a under root 37. So this is the maximum value we will be getting. And what will be the minimum value you will be getting? Minimum value you will be getting is minus under root 37. Right? Now let me know the maxima and minima. So for finding out the maximum angle, what I will do? Sir, cos is a friend 2 under root 3. Cos is a friend 2 under root 3. And here I need to work for minus 5. Cos is a friend of x-axis. Y is a friend of and sine is a friend of y-axis. So this is where I will reach, right? So what will be this angle? This angle will be theta. This point will be 5 and this will be 2 under root 3. Okay. So what will be the angle for maxima? For maxima, the angle will be nothing but minus tan inverse, just in the anti-clockwise direction I am taking, minus tan inverse 5 by 2 under root 3. 2 under root 3. Is that clear to you? So what is the answer we are getting? Minus 5 by 2 under root 3. So 3 under root into 2, do the reciprocal, multiply with 5, do the tan inverse. So minus 55 degree is the answer we are getting. But is this answer correct? No. We are supposed to find out the angle between 360 degree to 720 degree, no? Are you able to understand this point? So things will keep on repeating after every 360 degree. So if I add up 360 degree, still I will not reach here. You know that maxima is there. So this maxima will keep on repeating after every 360 degree, no? So this is minus pi by 6 and this here, sorry, here pi by 3 and 7 pi by 3. So that means it is repeating after every 2 pi, or you can say every 360 degree. So it will keep on repeating after every 360 degree. Right? So it will keep on repeating after every 360 degree, no? So plus 360 degree if you do, then what answer you will be getting? Then you will be getting 304 degree. Still it is not lying in the range. Then again you need to add up a 360 degree. So what answer you will be getting? Then you will be getting more 360 degree we need to add. Then eventually we will get up the answer to be 664.71 degree. So this is the point of maxima. Okay, and what will be the point of minima? From here, if you just subtract 180 degree, that will be the point of a minima. So if you subtract 180, then you will get 484. So where will be the minima? Minima will be 664 minus 71 minus 180 degree, that will be 484.71. 484.71 degree. So this will be your minima. This is your minima and this is your maxima angle. Understandable? Is that clear? Okay. So just first I find out this angle, which was minus tan inverse 5 by 200√3. Then I thought that it is not lying in the range. Then I thought of adding 360. I would know that it will not lie in the range. Again I added 360 degree. Then I got this maxima angle, and for minima I just subtracted 180 degree. Job done. Understandable? Very easy concept, very straightforward concept. Just what you need to do is that you need to make the standard form, right? But if you see these kind of questions in the examination, or what you will do? Will you be able to make a standard form? No sir, because here the angle is 2x, here the angle is x, right? Here there is a problem. Now we will have to differentiate. We have no other option left. What we will have to do? We will have to differentiate only, right? So try this question on your own, because standard form we cannot make, because angle is not same. In the whole scenario, whatever that we discussed, angle was same only. So try this question on your own. Let me take a break and then I will come back. So do it on your own. Okay. Which question? This question you need to do on your own. You need to find out the maximum and minimum value, and corresponding angle as well you need to find, that at what angle it will be occurring. So try thinking about it and give me your answer, that how will you solve in the examination hall. The range of angle is also given between 0 to 2 pi. Okay. Let me take a break and then I will come back. Yeah, welcome back. So did you try this question? So what we need to find out? We need to find out the maximum and minimum value, and it is not a standard function. What is our standard function? Our standard function is a sin x plus b cos x, which is not available here. So what we will do? We will differentiate. So let's differentiate. This will become sin x will become cos x. Cos 2x will have the differentiation of minus 2 sin 2x, right? Cos 2x will have the differentiation of minus sin 2x, and 2x will have the differentiation of 2, right? Now what we can do is that we can write it down as cos x, and this we can write down as 2 sin x cos x, because sin 2x, what is sin 2 theta? Sin 2 theta is nothing but 2 sin theta cos theta. I hope you remember this formula, 2 sin theta cos theta. Okay, and what is cos 2 theta? So cos 2 theta is cos square theta minus sin square theta, or you can write down as 2 cos square theta minus 1, or you can write down as 1 minus 2 sin square theta. Okay, so these formulas should also be there in your mind. Specifically, we are not having trigonometry in our course or in our curriculum, but this much basics you are supposed to remember. Inverse trigonometry you are not supposed to remember, but trigonometry you are supposed to remember. For inverse trigonometry, how do you solve the problem? Those intuition I am already giving you, right? So this is the scenario we are getting. F dash x we are getting is 1 minus 4 sin x. So this is your f dash x, right? So now let's find out where the slope becomes 0, because at the point where the slope would become 0, that will be the point of maxima or minima, right? So this is the scenario, that cos x multiply with 1 minus 4 sin x becoming 0. So here there are two things we will be getting: cos x equals to 0 and 1 minus sin x equals to 0. So from here we are getting cos x becoming 0, and from here basically here we are getting cos x becoming 0, and from here we are getting sin x becoming 1 by 4. Now you know the range of x between 0 to 2 pi. So we need to find out all the values between 0 to 2 pi such that sin x is 1 by 4. So do you know the graph of sin x between 0 to 2 pi? This is 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi. Graph of sin x such that the value is 1 by 4. These two values you will be getting, no? Are you able to understand this point? Right? Let's just say this angle is theta. Then what will be the other angle? Other angle will be pi minus theta. So basically I need sin x to be equals to 1 by 4. So one angle will be, if I put in my calculator, I will calculate sine inverse 1 by 4. If I put in my calculator and I calculate sine inverse 1 by 4, then whatever the angle that I am getting, what I will do, sine inverse 1 by 4. So I am getting 14 point, from here I am getting 14.47 degree. So is that the only angle between 0 to pi? No, there will be another angle as well. No, pi minus theta, right? Because this point is pi. So pi minus whatever the distance, let's make it a bit bigger, then you will be able to understand. Our matter of concern is between, after that as well it is going, but that's not our matter of concern. Our matter of concern is between 0 to pi. Why is that so? Because I need to know the value at when sin x is getting 1 by 4. This is the graph of sin x I am getting. When the value of sin x is becoming 1 by 4, what is the value of x? So let's just say this value of x is x1. Then what will be this value of x? This value of x will also be pi minus x1, because this distance and this distance would be same. It is symmetric, no? It is symmetric about pi by 2. So this distance and this distance would be same. So one angle is 14.47 degree, other angle will be, what is pi? Pi is nothing but 180 degree. So 180 degree minus 14.47. So other angle will be 165.52. 165.52 degree. So two angles you will be getting. And from here, what about cos? When cos becomes 0? So cosinusoid graph you already know. This is 90, this is 270. So it will become 0 at 90 degree and 270 degree. So 90, 270, 14.47, 165.52. These are the matter of concern we are having. These are the angles which we need to care about. Along with that, we will care about the boundary points as well. Okay. So what all points we will care about? We will care about these points. X equals to 0 degree, x equals to 14.47 degree, x equals to 90 degree, right? X equals to 90 degree, 165.52 degree, 270 degree and 360 degree. These are the points we will care about. Now someone would say that, sir, for polynomial we used to do this thing, that we will write down the angles here, then plus minus plus minus. Here it will become very difficult, right? You are getting these four angles, so then you will have to think that whether it will be positive or not. If x is greater than this, then whether the slope will be positive or not. You will have to consider cos x separately. You will have to consider all these things. So in case of sinusoid and cosinusoid, in case of trigonometric function, it will become very difficult. So that making those curve, they will become very difficult here. Are you able to understand this point? So better what we should do is that we differentiate and get the points. Differentiate and get the points. Okay, we have got the points. Now let's try putting up these points. We will see whether we are getting a maximum value or minimum value. That's it. Are you able to understand this point? So we have these matter of concern. Here some maxima, minima, maximum value, minimum value would occur, and that we will be able to understand. What I mean to say is that making a graph will be difficult here. Why is that so? Because you are getting that sin x equals to 1 by 4. From here you are getting two angles, 14.47 degree, 165.52, then here 90 to 70. Let's just say, let's try making the graph. Okay, you will put up these angles. You will put up these angles, 14.47 degree, then 165.52 degree, 165.52 degree. In between there will be 90 degree and other angle will be 270 degree. So if the angle is greater than 270 degree, if the angle is greater than 270 degree, then what will happen? That we need to check. If the angle is greater than 270 degree, here greater than 270 degree, this will be 270 degree, no? Because sin 270 is minus 1. Sin 270 is minus 1, right? So this value will be somewhat greater than minus 1. So this value will be always negative for greater than 270 degree. From 270 to 360 we need to see. So between 270 to 360, what you would know that this will be negative. So negative, negative, this will be positive only. And what about cosinusoid? Cosinusoid is also from 270 to 360, cosinusoid is also always positive. So this value will be positive only. Now what about 165.52 to 270? Where is 165.52? This is 165.52 till 270 in this range. So here the value of sin x is less than 1 by 4. Let's just say the value is 0. Then the value will also be positive only. Are you able to understand this point? From 165.52, this is the value 165.52. and till 270, 165.52 till 270, 165.52 till 270. So here the values are negative only. Values are, all the values are, here the value is less than 1 by 4 and rest of the values are negative. So this particular thing will be positive only. Let's just pick any value. Let's just pick 1 by 8. This value is 1 by 4, next value will be 1 by 8. If you put 1 by 8 here, this value will be positive only. And what about cosinusoid? For cosinusoid, we are taking from 165.52 to 270. Where will be 165.52? 165.52 will be somewhere here. This point is 270 degree. So here it is, cosinusoid is negative. That means here total value will be negative only. Now from 90 to 165.52. From 90 to, where is 90? This is 90. From 90 to 165.52. Now this much angle, this much values will come. For this much values, this particular portion will be negative. Why is that so? You will take up any value. Let's just take up the value to be 1 by 2 only. If you put 1 by 2 here, what you are getting? This value will be negative. And from 90 to 165.52, this value will again be negative. So this is also negative, this is also negative. So negative into negative will become positive. So here you are getting positive. Now from 14.47 to 90 degree, 14.47 to 90 degree, this much portion, again this value will be negative. 14.47 to 90 degree, this value will be positive. So positive into negative will be negative. Now less than 14.47 till 0 degree, less than 14.47 till 0 degree. So from 0 degree, from 0, this much portion will be there. That means this value will be positive and this value will also be positive. So this portion will be positive. Although plus minus has been followed, but it is always not necessary, no. So the nature of graph will go like this: increasing, then decreasing, right? And then again increasing, and then again decreasing, and then increasing, and so on. This is the nature of the graph. Is that clear to you? So one thing I can conclude, that f of 14.47 degree will be greater than f of 90 degree. This I can conclude, and rest anything I cannot conclude. It's just that I know that this will be decreasing here. After that, how much it will increase, that I don't know. Like what will be the value at this angle, I don't know. How much it will increase, I just know the nature: increasing nature, then decreasing nature, then increasing nature, then decreasing nature, and then increasing nature. Now what all those values will be there, that I don't know. Who knows? The graph goes like this, that this is how it increased, then it decreased, and then it increased a lot, and then it decreased, and this is how the graph is going. So can you comment on this value and this value? No. This value and this value. Here in this graph it felt like that, yeah, this value is larger, but actually this might also be the graph. Are you able to understand this point? If you are following up, then you will be able to understand. Otherwise, simply put up the point and get the answer. Put up these points and get the answer. I am just telling that why we are not following this method, because it will take a lot of time. You will have to think again and again that after 270 what is happening here. This value will be negative, this value will be positive, then positive into negative, this will become okay. After 270, this value will be also positive, this value will also be positive. So positive will become positive only, then negative would come. Although here alternatively positive negative is followed, but it's not necessary that positive negative will be followed. So this is how the graph would be going. So eventually at the end of the day, you will have to put up the values only, because you don't know whether 14.47 will give you the maximum value or not. Something else may also happen, no. So at these points you will have to find out the value. Let's find out the value at x equals to 0. So what is the value of f of 0? F of 0 is sin 0 cos 0, that is 1. What is the value of f of 90? Because these angles are easy, no. So that's why we are finding f of 90 degrees. Sin 90 is 1, cos this will become 180, that will become 1 minus 1, 0 again. Then what about 270? So 270. So sin 270 means sin 3 pi by 2. Sin 3 pi by 2. So that will become minus 1. And 270 plus multiply with 2. 270 multiply with 2. And then you take cos. That will give you minus 1. So this value will become minus 2. And what about 360? So sin 360 is equals to sin 0 only. And this will be 720. So this is sin 0, 720. This is also sin cos 0 only. This value will be 1. So this is the scenario. Till this point we have got. Now at this angle we need to check, at this angle we need to check. So 14.47. 14.47. So what we need to check? Sin 14.47, that I already know, it will be 1 by 4. What about 14.47 into 2? 14.47 into 2 and multiply with cos plus 1 by 4, which is 0.25. So this value is coming out to be 1.125. 1.125. And what about 165.52? 52 degree. What value you will be getting? Sine 165.52, I already know it will be 1 by 4. This I need to check. 165.52 multiply with 2 and cosinusoid plus 0.25. Again 1.125 only, the same answer you are getting. 1.125. So these are the values we are getting. What is the maximum value? What is the minimum value? So you would have understood here, maxima is occurring at this point, and at this point your maxima would occur. This is the point of maxima. Okay. And what is the point of minima? This is the point of minima. There you go. This is the point of minima. That's it. This is the answer. And you can draw the graph as well now. You know the nature, you know everything, you can draw the graph as well. So just mark out those points and you will be able to draw the graph. 0, 14.47 degree and 90 here, 180 degree here, 270 here, 360 degree here, 14.47 will be here, and 165.52 will be here. Okay, so let's get started. Value at 0, that is 1. From 1 to it will rise till this point, it will rise and then it will start decaying. At 90 degree it will become 0, and after that it will start rising again till this point, till the same point it will rise. After that at 180 we did not find out. Let's find out the value at 180 degree as well. What will be the value at 180 degree? This will be 0, 360, this value will become 1 only. This value will become 1, but it will decay till 270 degree. At 270 degree what value we are getting? -2. So it will decay till -2, and after that it will rise. It will rise 360. At 360 the value will become 1. The value will become 1. This is the graph you will be getting. Okay, this value is 1. This value is 1.125. This value is -2. Okay, sine 90 is 0. Here in between somewhere as well it will become 0. Between 180 to 270 somewhere it will become 0. What is this angle? What is this angle? That we need to find out. This angle is nothing but 14.47 degree, 165.52. This is 165.52 degree, 180 degree. So in the examination you will not have to do all these things. Either they will ask the maximum value, or they will ask the minimum value, or they will ask the angle. Then simply do this thing, put them equals to 0, find out the angles, put up the boundary points, 6 angles you will be getting, find out all the values. You are getting maximum here, minimum here, job done. You don't need to draw this graph, but if you want to draw it, this is how you can draw it. Understandable? I am just not confident about the value at 270 degree. 270 into 540 will become a 180 only. So this will throw -1, and 270 here is throwing -1. Yeah, -2 only. Okay, fine. Yes, absolutely fine. This will be the graph, and yeah, this is how it would go. Okay, well and good. Yeah, let's move to the, and what will be the time period? Can anyone comment? If you have studied basics of functions or basics of signal system, if you can comment, what will be the time period? Like, what is the time period of this signal? 2 pi. And what will be the time period of this signal? Pi. It will be pi, not 2 pi. Okay, what is the value of omega here? Omega is 2. What will be the time period? 2 pi by t. So time period will be pi. Then you need to take the LCM. What you need to do? You need to take the LCM. LCM will come out to be 2 pi only. So time period of this signal will be 2 pi. So between 0 to 2 pi we have drawn, no, this particular graph that we have drawn, this will keep on repeating. So time period is 2 pi only. The time period of this function is 2 pi. So we have drawn the graph between 0 to 2 pi. This graph will keep on repeating now. This is ending at 1 only, no? You can see this is ending at 1 only. Whatever that you are getting at 0, the same you are getting at 1. Now it will keep on repeating, and then it would keep on going. Understandable? All good? Okay. So yeah, Although making the graph was not important, but still I am telling that this is what we could have done. Let's go to the next one. In these kind of questions, second derivative test will be used. You try solving this question on your own. What you would do? Sir, you need to find out the range of k for which local maxima, local minima. Sir, first thing, differentiate. I can see here power 4, power 3, power 2. So let's write down in a correct manner. 32x cube plus 18x square plus 2 k square minus 4 into x. X I will take common. Whatever that I get inside, I don't much care about it. 18x plus 2 into k square minus 4. Okay. So when it will become 0? When f dash f becomes 0. So I can get my critical points. So one of the critical point is x equals to 0. One of the critical point is x equals to 0. Two more points I will get. Why is that so? Because it is a quadratic equation. No? So two more points I will get. I don't know. But do I care about those points? No. What they are saying? Find out the range of k for which it has local maxima at x equals to 0. So at x equals to 0, if there is local maxima, at x equals to 0, if there is local maxima, then what do you know? You know that f double dash 0 will be less than 0. Say yes or no. For local maxima, this was the condition. I hope you remember. Local maxima. What is the slope here? 0. The graph is decreasing. What is the slope here? Minus infinity. Right? The slope is decreasing. The slope is decreasing. As x increases, the slope decreases. The slope decreases. The slope decreases. Right? Understandable? What does that mean? You just need to double differentiate and then put x equals to 0 and your job would be done. Double differentiate this and then you need to put x equals to 0. So 32 into 3 multiply with x square plus 36x plus 2 into k square minus 4. Here you put x equals to 0. Here you put x equals to 0. So what is the, here I have put x equals to 0. So what is the answer you are getting? 2 into k square minus 4. What they are asking you to do? They are asking that f double dash 0, this should be less than 0. So 2 into k square minus 4 should be less than 0. So k plus 2 into k minus 2 should be less than 0. What does that mean? Two roots we are getting, minus 2 plus 2, greater than 2 it will be positive, negative, positive, right? So what does that mean? K has to be between minus 2 to 2. A lot of people would have clicked on this option. Which option? This option. Not equals to 2. It has to be less than 0, no? Less than 0. Not less than equals to 0. Less than 0. What is the meaning of f double dash x1 equals to 0? That means slope is not even changing. Slope is constant. If your slope is constant, slope being constant, but here like this kind of graph, slope being constant, we call it inflection point. But if we are talking about maxima or minima, then what will happen? The slope will be less than 0, not equals to 0. So always take care this thing that this will be wrong. For sure in the examination there will be one option where equality sign would be there, but you need to avoid the equality sign. This will be the answer. Understandable? Very easy thing. Okay, between minus 2 to 2. This will be the answer. So here double derivative test we used. Otherwise, like if I try to make the graph, then I will have to do complex calculation in k. Like I will find out the value of x in terms of k. Then I will make the graph. One value will be here. Then k is positive or negative. Based on that, I will take two values. Then plus minus plus I will do. Then I will see maxima, minima, all those kind of things. Like basically this condition. Yeah, this condition I have to take. No, plus to minus. That means graph plus to minus means. Yeah, this is how the graph should go. So this is the condition I will have to make. So based on the value of k, I will think that, yeah, how I will make this condition. Because three roots would be coming. The other two roots I don't even know. So those two roots I will find out from here. I will apply that formula minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac. Then I will get the two roots. Based on the value of k, I will make these 2 points and then I will solve it. So this will become very hectic for me. But I can use the double derivative test here, that I know that if it is local maxima, then f double dash 0 should be less than 0. So just put the value 0, less than 0, value of k is coming out to be between minus 2 to 2. Understandable? Let's go to the next question. You need to draw the following curves. Again, maxima, minima, all those things we need to discuss. But if we draw the curve, then our job would be done. Okay. So these are very famous curve actually. Some x to the power n, e to the power minus x. These curves are very famous. Very famous curves. That's why I have taken this example. Okay, so let's try drawing these curves. What is the first one? First one is fx equals to x into e to the power minus x. What we will do? Differentiate, sir. First as it is, differentiation of second, plus second as it is, so e to the power minus x, 1 minus x, right? Where will be the root? Root will be at 1. Here negative, here positive. Increases and then decreases, right? Increases and then decreases. This kind of graph will be there. And yeah, we are going to draw these graphs for all x, okay, from x being from minus infinity to infinity. Although majorly it will be asked for 0 to infinity, but let's draw it from minus infinity to infinity. So let me know the value of at 0, at x equals to 0. What will be the value? F of 0. Put 0 here into e to the power minus 0. What is e to the power minus 0? That is 1. That is 0 only. What will be the value at minus infinity? So minus infinity into e to the power infinity, that will be minus infinity into infinity, will be equals to minus infinity. So it will be starting from minus infinity, will be going till 0, and after that let's see how the graph would go. What about f of infinity? So if I put infinity here, infinity into e to the power minus infinity, it is becoming infinite into 0 form, indeterminate form. That means I will have to find out the limit, right? I will have to find out the limit. So how will I find out the limit? Limit x tending to infinity, x e to the power minus x. What I can do is that limit x tending to infinity, I will make it infinite by infinite form, x divided by e to the power x, right? So what I will get? L'Hopital I can apply now. So limit x tending to infinity, upper side differentiation, downward side differentiation, x tending to infinity you will put here, 1 by infinity will be 0. So value is going out to 0, right? So how the graph would go? This is how the graph would go. Fx versus x. Okay, this is x equals to 1. X equals to 1 was the point of maxima. This is how the graph would go. At x equals to 1, what is the value we are getting? 1 by e. At x equals to 1, the value we are getting is 1 by e. You can put x equals to 1 here. What is the value of f of 1? F of 1 is 1 by e. Okay, well and good. This is how the graph would go. Starting from minus infinity, and this is how it is going down. What about x square e to the power minus x? Now this should be done on your own. Okay, x square e to the power minus x, so this should be done on your own. Again differentiate, sir, put that equals to 0, get the values. Let me silent. यार क्या हो गया भाई, इतनी क्या दिक्कत आ रही है? So first as it is differentiation of second plus second as it is differentiation of first, x e to the power minus x 2 minus x. Zero 2. If value is greater than 2, if you put greater than 2, then this will be negative, this will be positive, this will be negative. So graph decreases, then increases, and then decreases, then increases, and then decreases, right? What is the value of f of minus infinity? You put minus infinity square here, e to the power minus infinity, that will be minus infinity we are putting, no? So minus infinity and minus infinity will become plus infinity. This is infinity into infinity will be infinity only. What will be f of 0? So 0 square will be 0, e to the power minus 0, 0 into 1 will be 0. Now f of infinity will become indeterminate. Okay, you can check infinity square and e to the power minus infinity, infinite into 0, indeterminate it will become. Okay, so what I will do, I will find out the limit. For limit I already know what I will do. I will make it infinite by infinite form, x square e to the power x, infinite by infinite form. I will differentiate, again it will become infinite by infinite form, right? Then again I will differentiate, what I will be getting, 2 divided by e to the power x. Now I will put e to the power infinity, so 2 divided by e to the power infinity, answer is 0. Okay, so at infinity it is going down to 0. So you know the nature, you know the values as well. So let's get started. So how the graph would go? The graph would start from plus infinity to 0, then it will rise, and what is the value of f of 2? F of 2 you can find out here, 4 divided by e to the power minus 2, 4 divided by e to the power minus 2, and then it will go down to 0. So this is your f of 2, 4 divided by e to the power minus 2. Till this point you should be able to draw these kind of graphs, otherwise there is no meaning of studying at all, right? Because we have done more than enough, I have given you more than enough concepts about drawing the graphs and all. Here I wanted to prove only one thing, why I took these examples, so that you would know that if any question is coming in x to the power n e to the power minus x form, no, then for sure 101% it will be going towards 0 only. At infinity it will be going towards 0, it will be damping down. I will take the same point in control systems as well, it will be going towards 0. Here it may start from plus infinity if power is odd. If power is even, then it will start from plus infinity. If the power is odd, then it will start from minus infinity, which is pretty obvious, because here you will put minus infinity, this will become e to the power infinity, minus infinity multiply with the infinity will become minus infinity. Here you put minus infinity, what it will become? Plus infinity. Plus infinity multiply with plus infinity, plus infinity multiply with plus infinity multiply with plus infinity, it will become plus infinity. So it is starting from plus infinity. Now can you draw the graph of third one? What is third one? Third one is fx equals to, third one is fx equals to x cube e to the power minus x. Without even doing something, can you draw the graph directly? Although it is not required, although you are not supposed to remember it, but yes, I can draw the graph directly as well. Okay, I can directly draw the graph. I would know what kind of graph I will be getting. In a rough manner I am drawing the graph, or in a fair manner only let's draw the graph, that this will be the nature of the graph, same like that. This will be the nature of the graph, where this will be 3, and what value you will be getting here? What is 3 cube? That is, at x equals to 3, the value will be 27 divided by e cube, f of x. This will be the graph you will be getting. Sir, how did you draw it? You don't need to think about it, you can do the differentiation and do the job. So first one as it is, e to the power minus x plus 3x square, x square will come common, x square e to the power minus x will come common, and what you will get, 3 minus x inside. So you would know, for greater than 3 it will be negative, for less than 3 it will be positive. Sir, another root will be there, no? 0 will also be one of the root, but who cares? X square will not change the sign. So graph will be increasing and then decreasing, and where it will end, all those points we can see. So where it will end, can you find out the value of f of minus infinity? Yes sir, if I put minus infinity here, minus infinity cube e to the power minus of minus infinity will become plus infinity, that will become minus infinity multiply with infinity will become minus infinity only. Can you find out the value of f of 0? F of 0 will be 0 only, put 0 here, 0 cube multiply with e to the power minus 0 will be 0 only. What will be f of infinity? Sir, that will be indeterminate form. So I will find out f of infinity, infinite by infinite form I will make. I will have to keep on differentiating it. First differentiation when I do, it will become 3x square, right? Then e to the power x. Again infinite by infinite form, again I will do the differentiation. What it will become? 6x e to the power x. Again infinite by infinite form, again I will do the differentiation. What it will become? 6 divided by e to the power x. Now if I put infinity here, 6 divided by e to the power infinity, that will become 0 only. So yes, going like that, ending at 0. Is that clear to you? And you can find out the value at x equals to 3, you will get the maximum as well. Put 3 to the power 3, which is 27 divided by e cube. So from here you don't need to remember any conclusion. It's just that whenever x to the power n e to the power minus x is coming in your examination hall, you will be very comfortable. Whenever x into e to the power x to the power n, whenever this form is appearing in your examination hall, you will be very comfortable, no matter whatever the power is there. No matter whatever the power is there, you will be very comfortable in drawing the graph. Why you will be very comfortable? Because you would know that eventually, sir, at infinity it will go down to 0 only. Because no matter whatever the power is there, you will keep on differentiating, you will keep on differentiating. Here you will keep on differentiating, keep on differentiating, keep on differentiating. Eventually it will go down to 0 only. Can you find out the value at minus infinity? Yes, sir. Can you find out the value at 0? At 0 the value will be 0 only. Then you would know the graph. That's it. And where you are getting the maxima or minima? At the power. What is the power? 1, 2 and 3. So you are getting the maxima at 1. Here you are getting the maxima at 2. Here you are getting the maxima at 3. Right? So if I ask you to draw the graph of one side, I am asking you to draw the graph of x to the power 270 e to the power minus x, and on the other side I am asking you to draw the graph of x to the power 273 e to the power minus x. Will you be able to draw the graph? What will be the value at minus infinity here? If you put minus infinity square, this will become minus, here what will be the value of f of minus infinity here? F of minus infinity will become minus infinity to the power 270 e to the power infinity. So this will become infinite into infinite will become infinite only. Right? So graph will be starting from infinity. What is the value at f of 0? What will be the value of f of 0? So f of 0, what will be the value at f of 0? F of 0, 0 to the power 270 e to the power 0, that will be 0 only. Somewhere you will get the maxima. And what will be f of infinity? F of infinity, you will keep on doing the calculation, infinite to the power 270, then e to the power minus infinity, infinite into 0, you will keep on doing the calculation, it will come out to be 0 only. So from infinite to 0, and then it will rise and then go down to 0 only. What will be this value? This value will occur at 270. What will be this value? That we don't care. This is how the graph would go. And what about this graph? What will be the value at minus infinity? F of minus infinity. F of minus infinity, if you put, this will become minus infinity only. E to the power infinity. That will be minus infinity only. Right? So it will be starting from minus infinity. F of 0 will be 0 only. F of infinity, you keep on doing the calculation. I have told you it will be 0 only. Because you will keep on differentiating until it becomes 270 factorial divided by e to the power x. Here what it became? 3 factorial divided by e to the power x, no? So it will become 273 factorial e to the power x, e to the power infinity, then it will come out to be 0. So it will start from minus infinity, not changing the sign here, and then this is how the graph would go. That's it. And this maxima minima would occur at 273 only. Is that clear to you? There you go. So no conclusion, nothing. No conclusion you need to remember. Just when you revise the notes, just revise these slides. That's it. Revise the notes. Okay, x e to the power minus x. Just revise these slides that this is how he has drawn the graph. And then he has drawn these two graphs. That's it. No conclusion, no slides, nothing. No revision, nothing. Nothing else. Just revise the slides. That's so that you will be comfortable whenever x e to the power minus x is appearing in your examination. Okay. So yeah, this is the graph plotting, maxima, minima, saddle point, inflection point, all these things we have studied now. So this part is done. Now there are some certain kind of problems where one relation would be given and other function you will have to maximize or minimize. Maximize or minimize. Mostly they will ask for maximizing it, but they can ask to minimize as well. So these kind of questions we need to see. What they are asking, that x is greater than 0, y is greater than 0 such that x plus y equals to 60, then find out the maximum possible value of x cube y. Basically there are two numbers. You can take any two numbers which are greater than 0 such that their addition is 60. And you need to take those numbers in a manner that their addition is 60 and this value should be maximum. Let's just say I take x equals to 1 and y equals to 59. Then what will be this value? 1 cube multiplied with 59. What is the answer you are getting? 59. If I take x equals to 2 and y equals to 58, what you will get? 2 cube multiplied with 58. Whatever the answer you will get. So you would know that this answer is more than this answer, no? This answer is more. So similarly, you need to find out the value of x and y in a manner that this value becomes maximum. So always our two target would be there. What will be two target? First target would be to find out the relation. What is the relation given? First target would always be relation. What is the relation? Relation given is x plus y equals to 60. And other target would be what to maximize or minimize. So here we need to maximize, no? So what to maximize? We need to maximize the function x cube y. Okay. So we need to maximize the function x cube y. Now can I make this function as function of x? Can I make it? Yes sir, you can surely make it, because y is nothing but 60 minus x. So what we can do is that 60 minus x we can put. So this will become 60x cube minus x to the power 4. So this is your f of x. Now what I can do, I can find out the value of x. If this is the function of x I am having, so what I can do, the value of x such that fx is maximum. Can you find it out? That means what you need to find out? You need to find out the point of maxima. That's it. What does that mean? You need to differentiate. Differentiate, what you will be getting? 180x square minus 4x cube, right? So from here what you are getting? X square will become common, 4x square will become common, 45 minus x. So how many roots you will be getting? Although you don't need to check, like from here the value of x, if you put that equals to 0, from value of x you are getting is 45 and 0. So 0 will be not accepted, no, because x has to be greater than 0. So which value will be accepted? 45 will be accepted. So simply put 45 here, your job would be done. But we can check. What we need to check? Sir, if I am putting differentiation equals to 0, when I put differentiation equals to 0, it could be maxima as well, it could be minima as well. No, because at the minima as well you will get differentiation equals to 0, at maxima as well you will get differentiation equals to 0. So whether this is the point of x equals to 45 is the point of maxima or minima, that we need to check. But in the examination you will not have to check, because if they have framed the question, they would have thought of something, no, right? So if x is greater than 45, this will be positive, this will be negative, and at x equals to 0 the sign will not change. So how the graph is going? Graph is increasing and then decreasing. That means yes, this is the point of maxima only. This is the point of maxima only. That means at x equals to 45 the function is maximum. At x equals to 45 the function is maximum. At x equals to 45 the function is maximum. Now you know that x plus y is equals to 60. What is given? X plus y equals to 60. So if x is 45, then what will be y? Y will be 15. So what you have concluded is that at x equals to 45 and y equals to 15, the function x cube y is maximum. And what is the maximum value? They are asking what is the maximum value. So sir, the maximum value will be 45 cube multiply with 50. That will be the maximum value. There you go. Someone would think that, sir, what if x is 50 multiply with 10, because x plus y should be 60, no? What you have said is x plus y should be 60 and x cube multiply with y you need to maximize. So 50, 10 also we can take. You find out this value, this value will be maximum only. So that's the maximum value you can get. This is the maximum value you can get. Okay. So this will be the maximum value. You can find out this calculation. You can do this calculation. You will realize that this value is maximum. Understandable? So these kind of questions we need to solve. So this was the first question. Let's take up this question. A rectangle is inscribed inside a semicircle of radius under root 2. Do you know what is a semicircle? Half of the circle. Okay. Semicircle means half of the circle. This is the circle, no? So you just need to take half of the circle. Inside the semicircle, what is the scenario? A rectangle is inscribed and the semicircle is having a radius of under root 2. Under root 2 unit. Such that its base lies along the diameter of the semicircle. That means I need to make a rectangle here. Inside I need to make a rectangle. Base is lying on the along the diameter of the semicircle. Fine, it is fine. What you need to find now? Find the maximum possible area of the rectangle and also determine the dimension of the rectangle for which maximum area occurs. So what could be the maximum area of this particular rectangle? This is what we need to find out. What could be the maximum possible area? So first of all, whatever that is given, that we need to find out. So what I can see is that, sir, if this value is under root 2, then this value will also be under root 2 only, no? Because this is also a radius. radius is under root 2. If this value is under root 2, then this value will also be under root 2. What I need to comment on? What I need to maximize? First of all, let's find out what we need to maximize. Maximum possible area. That means what we need to maximize? We need to maximize the area. Area of what? Rectangle. Rectangle. And what is given? Given is the radius. This radius is given. This radius is given. That's it. This is the only information is given. Right? Let's just say this much side is, let's just say I am assuming this side as x. So this is like a midpoint, so this side will also be x only. Because symmetric in between I will put up the rectangle, no? So this side is this much side I am assuming as x, so this side will also be x, and let's assume this side as y because it is a rectangle, no? So what is the area? Area is nothing but 2x, because this total side would become 2x. Sir, you could have assumed this whole side as x only, no? Yes, I could have assumed, but calculation would become a bit complex. Okay, let's like someone would be thinking that, sir, how it would click to me that I need to assume this much side as x only. What I would do is that, sir, inside there is a rectangle, so sir, this I will assume as x and this I will assume as y. You are saying is it correctly, so let's assume it in your comfort only. Let's assume this as x and other one as y. So this is the area x into y. Right? Now eventually what we need to do? We need to find out the relation between this under root 2, this under root 2 is given. We need to find out the relation between x and y. Say yes or no. Because if we find out the relation between x and y, what is this function? This function is x into y. Now if I write down y in terms of x, then what will happen? This will become a function of x. And then I can differentiate and find out the value of x. And if I know the value of x, and if there is a relation between x and y, then I can find out the value of y as well. If I know the value of x and y, then I can find out the maximum area as well. So eventually what we saw is that what we need to maximize, the area. What is the area? X into y. Now the point is that I need to make this function as a function of x only. What does that mean? I need to replace y with x. How will I replace it? That is my task. Then what I thought, here this length is y. Here I can see a triangle. Which triangle I can see? This triangle I can see. This particular triangle I can see. That, sir, this length is under root 2. This length is y and this length is x by 2. Now did you understand why I was assuming this as x? So that calculation would be easier. Now the calculation would be a bit complex. Why is that so? Because you would know that Pythagoras theorem, if I apply, x square by 4 plus y square would be equals to 2. Right? So now what is the value of y? Value of y will be under root 2 minus x square by 4. Now someone will say that's a plus minus. Y has to be positive, no? They are the side. X and y both will be, they are the side of the rectangle. That means they will be greater than 0. So they cannot be negative. That's why we will not put plus minus here. Okay. So 2 minus x square by 4 under root. So here what I will do, then you know what will be the under root. So I can take the under root directly, 8 minus x square divided by 2. Is that clear to you? Okay. Now you differentiate and then put that equals to 0. First as it is, then 2x here and then negative sign plus second as it is. This is the differentiation we have done. Right? This 2 and 2 will get cancelled out. So what we are getting, 1 by 2 is outside. So this is minus x square plus 8 minus x square divided by under root 8 minus x square. I just need to put that equals to 0 only. Okay, 8 minus x square, this is minus x square. So 8 minus 2x square. Now if I put that equals to 0, what I am getting, 2x square equals to 8. So x is coming out to be what? X is coming out to be 2. That's it. So this is the side x equals to 2 I am getting. If x is 2, then what is the value of y we are getting? Value of y we are getting is 1. If x is coming out to be 2, this x is coming out to be 2. So 2 square divided by 2 square divided by 4, that will be 1. 2 minus 1 will be 1. So value of y we are getting is 1. Basically this is the relation, no, x square by 4 plus y square equals to, just I differentiated this, just differentiate this function and then put that equals to 0. What is the point of maxima you are getting? Someone would say that, sir, you are getting plus minus 2 here. Plus minus 2, no, only x greater than 0, y greater than 0 will be accepted, no. So x equals to 2 only we are getting. If I put x equals to 2 here, x square by 4 plus y square equals to 2. So here if I put x equals to 2, then what answer I will get? Y equals to 1 I will get, not plus minus 1, y equals to 1 I will get, that's it. Okay, and what will be the area now? Maximum area, maximum. What will be the maximum area? That will be nothing but 2 into 1, that will be equals to 2, that's it. This is the answer. Okay, this was one of the method. Another method is there. Okay, let's find out method 2, which I would be preferring in the examination hall. In the examination hall, I would prefer this method. That this is my semicircle, and here I need to create a rectangle inside. Right, and this is the center. Now I know the radius. What is the radius? Radius is under root 2. Under root 2. What I need to comment on? I need to comment on the sides of a rectangle. This is my rectangle. I need to comment on the sides of rectangle. If I just assume this angle as theta, do you know one thing? If this length is alpha and this angle is theta, if this length is alpha and this angle is theta, then what will be this length? Alpha cos theta. And what will be this length? Alpha sin theta. Okay, in vector you would have seen we take two components. So this is alpha, so this is alpha cos theta. Simple trigonometric function you need to apply. This is alpha, so this length will be alpha cos theta, this other length will be alpha sin theta. So if this is under root 2, so this much length will be under root 2 cos theta, and this length would be under root 2 sin theta. Now if this is under root 2 cos theta, then what will be this? This will also be under root 2 cos theta only. So did you understand what is your area now? The area has become as a function of theta only. What is that? This side, which is 2 under root 2 cos theta, multiply with this side, which is under root 2 sin theta. This is the area. Right? This is the area. Now what will happen is that, what will be your f of theta? This is your area, right? This is the area. Now 2 under root 2, this will become 4 cos theta sin theta. Now you know one thing, sin 2 theta equals to 2 sin theta cos theta. So from here can I write it down as 2 sin 2 theta. So your area is becoming nothing but f of theta, which is equals to 2 sin 2 theta. 2 sin 2 theta. What is the maximum value of this? What is the maximum value of sin 2 theta? What will be the maximum value? Maximum value will be nothing but 2. There you go. This is the answer. What they asked to find out? Find out the maximum area. So what is the answer? Answer is 2. This is the answer. That's it. This is the answer. Now someone would say that, sir, I need to find out the sides as well. I need to find out the side as well. So yes, we can find out the side as well. So when the maximum value will occur? Maxima will occur at sin 2 theta equals to 1. That means 2 theta equals to 90 degree. That means theta equals to 45 degree. So at theta equals to 45 degree, maxima will occur. At theta equals to 45 degree, maxima will occur. Now what all are the sides? What sides we are having? Sides we are having is under root 2 sin theta and 2 under root 2 cos theta. These are the sides we are having. Under root 2 sin theta, 2 under root 2 cos theta. These are the sides we are having. So put theta equals to 45 degree. Sin 45 degree 2 under root 2 cos 45 degree. Put here 1 by under root 2, put here 1 by under root 2. What side you are getting? 1 and 2. These are the sides you are getting. That's it. So were we getting the same side? Yes sir. 1 and 2 were the side we were getting. Area maximum, area was 2. So here complex calculation was involved, that you are doing the calculation here, differentiating and all. But here very smartly you got the answer. So just as you see that yes, there is this radius is given, then I can take this angle as theta and I can do my calculation. This will something that I would prefer. Okay, understandable? So this was the question done. Let's try the next one. A sheet of area 40 meter square is used to construct an open tank with a square base. Find the dimension of the base such that the volume of the tank is maximum. So first of all, try to understand what is happening. There is a sheet, you are having a sheet which is having a total area of it is having a total area of 40 meter square. Now what you are going to do? You are going to make a tank which is having a square base and it is open. That means it will have 5 faces, no? If I make this kind of tank, and I say everything is closed, that means it will have 6 faces. But what we are going to do is that we are going to make a tank such that it will have a square base, all the sides will be same, and on the upper side this will be the scenario, making it will be a bit difficult. This will be the scenario. Okay, square base, although it is not looking good actually. Basically bases will be square. Base will be square means if this length is x, then this length will also be x, but this length will be something different, which will be y. This length will also be y only, but it is not looking like that. Okay, I did not make the diagram in a good manner, but you would have understood that it is open from the upper side. Though I have something which I can show, but I don't think it is much difficult for you to understand. Just assume a box and which is open from the upper side, that's it, right? And the base is square, and what we need to maximize? We need to maximize its volume. So what will be its volume? What we need to maximize? First of all, what we need to see is that we need to maximize the volume. What will be its volume? Volume will be area of base x square multiply with the height y. So this is something that I need to maximize. This is the function that I need to maximize. Now I need the relation between x and y. How will I get the relation? This particular tank has been made from this sheet, no? From this particular sheet it has been made. So let's just say I was having this sheet. With me. Which was having a surface area of 40 meter square. Now I folded somehow and I made this particular box. So the surface area of this box and this surface area would be same only, no? What I mean to say is that what will be the surface area of the base? That will be x square. What will be the surface area here? That will be, sir, x into y. What will be the surface area here? Sir, since this is x, so this will also be x, because the square is base is square, right? So x into y, upper side here also the area of this particular portion will be x into y. The area of this particular portion will also be x into y. The area of this particular portion will also be x into y. The area of this particular portion will also be x into y. The area of base will be x square. Is that understandable to you? So the total surface area, basically from using this paper, what you have done is that you have folded it and you have made the box. So total surface area of the box will be equivalent to the surface area of this particular sheet. So sidewise x into y, x into y, x into y, x into y. So 4 into x into y plus the area of the base which is x square, that will be equals to 40. Is that clear to you? That's it. Job is done, right? what we need to do? We need to find out the value of y. So y would be equals to 40 minus x square divided by 4x. So the function would become a function of x, which is x square multiply with y, which is 40 minus x square divided by 4x. 40 minus x square divided by 4x. So this and this will get cancelled out. 40x minus x cube. So if I differentiate it, what I will be getting? 40 minus 3x square, put that equals to 0. So x is coming out to be not plus minus under root 40 by 3, only plus under root 40 by 3. So what is the value of x? That is plus under root 40 by 3. Now here also someone would be asking that, sir, how can you tell in this scenario, how you can tell that at x equals to 2 you will get the maximum value? You might get the minimum value as well, no? So you can check. But in the examination, you don't need to check. I am telling again and again, at x equals to 2, you will get the maxima only. Because this is how they would have framed the question. So you don't need to check in the examination only. Is that clear to you? You have differentiated this. Once you have differentiated, this is the scenario you are getting when you put that equals to 0. Sir, at x equals to 2, it might happen that, sir, this area is minimum. This particular area that you are finding out at x equals to 2, that is minimum. It also might happen, no? In the examination, you don't need to check. This will be surely maximum only. Okay? If we were getting two values, no, here x equals to 2 you are getting, let's just say x equals to 2 and 3 we were getting, then you would have checked that where the sign is changing, whether it is maxima or minima. Understandable? But only one value you are getting, that means that will be there for maximum only, not for minima. So that means if you draw the graph would look somewhat like this. At some point you will get the maxima. So you don't need to draw the graph, you don't need to care about whether, sir, it is maximum value or minimum value. Is that clear to you? Okay. So x equals to under root 40 by 3 we are getting. Similarly, what we need to find out? Find the dimension of the base. Yeah, dimension of the base. So this is the dimension of the base. That's it. This is the answer. Dimension of the base. This is the dimension of the base. Dimension of the base. Okay. Here I would have just written the answer, which is same only. Yes, under root 40 by 3. Understandable? So this is how we need to solve these kind of problems. So what we need to maximize, after that there will be one relation, just put that relation and get the answer. Now someone would be saying that, sir, do I need to check? No need to check. But even if you need to check, how will you check it? How will you check it? Sir, this is the point of maxima or minima. It could be maxima as well. It could be minima as well. So is it a point of maxima or minima? How will you check? What you will do is that you will apply double differentiation test. This is the single differentiation. If I apply double differentiation, what I will be getting? Minus 6x. Here I will put the value f double dash under root 40 by 3. If I put, what answer I will be getting? Minus 6 under root 40 by 3, which is less than 0. What does that mean? Yes, it is the point of maxima only. Right? It is the point of maxima. That means yes, at x equals to under root 40 by 3, you will be getting the maximum volume. What we need to do? Such that the volume is maximum. Yeah, this was the volume, which is area of base. What is the formula of volume? Volume is always area of base into height. Area of base into height. Into height. Like you would see a cylinder, right? This is a cylinder which is having a radius of r and height is h. So what is the area of base? That is pi r square. What is the height? H. So this will be the volume. Okay, so volume is always given by area of base into height. So area of base is x square, multiply with the height, that is y. Find the height of a right circular cylinder of maximum volume that can be inscribed inside a sphere of radius r. So you are having a sphere of radius r, and inside this you need to make a cylinder with the highest volume. Cylinder with the highest volume. Cylinder with the highest volume. Okay, what is the radius? The radius is r. The radius is r. The radius of sphere is r. This is a sphere. The radius of sphere is r. Now what about the radius of your cylinder? That is small r. Radius of your cylinder is small r. And what will be the height of your cylinder? Radius of your cylinder is small r. and what will be the height? Height will be h. Height will be h. So this height is h. Height will be h, right? And this is r. What we need to maximize? What we need to maximize? What we need to maximize is that to maximize, we need to maximize the volume. Volume of the cylinder. Volume of the cylinder. Volume of the cylinder. Volume of cylinder. What that would be? Pi r square h. This is something that we need to maximize. Are we having some relation between r and h? Because I want this to be a function of either r or h only. I need to find out the height, no? So let's convert r into h. Basically, I need to find out the height. So what I will do? What I would do is that find out the value of f in a manner that, find out the value of h in a manner that f is maximum. This is what we are doing, no? Again and again we are doing the same thing, that we are making the function of x f, we are making f as a function of x. Then we are differentiating so that we are getting the value of x such that fx is maximum. So value of x is under root 40 by 3 such that fx is maximum. So similarly, what I will do, I will find out the value of h such that f is maximum, but r has to be in the relation of h. So can we find out some relation between r and h? Yes, surely we can find out. But what I would do is that I can see one thing, that what is this angle? If this angle is theta, due to the symmetry you can directly see this angle will also be theta. So can you write down the value of small r? Yes sir, the value of small r will be r cos theta. Say yes or no? R cos theta. And can you write down the value of small h? If you look closely, the value of small h would be nothing but 2r sin theta. How did I write it down? Sir, if this value is r, then r cos theta. And how much will be this value? Sir, this value will be nothing but r sin theta. Similarly, upper side as well, this value will be nothing but r sin theta. Basically, I want to avoid Pythagoras theorem. What people would have done is that, sir, this height is h, this will be h by 2. Then, sir, h by 2 whole square plus r square will be equals to r. Then value of r square would be given as r square minus h square by 4. This would also be easy only. Okay, this would also not be very difficult. Yeah, so simply put this here, then do the differentiation. It will also be easy only. Needlessly I did this, but yeah, let's try with trigonometry. Okay, so let's avoid this h by 2 thing. So what I will do is that now I will make it a complete function of theta. R is given, okay, this radius r is given, it is given, this is given, this is given. Our answer will be in terms of r only. So this is given. So what will be f of theta? So that will be nothing but pi into r square cos square theta into 2r sin theta. Look, needlessly I made it lengthy. Okay, needlessly I made it lengthy. Now I will have to differentiate and all those things I will do. Okay, basically what I am getting now, f of theta. What is f of theta? That is coming out to be 2 pi r cube cos square theta sin theta. Now what is my target? Find out the value of theta. The value of theta for which f theta is maximum. Right, this is my target now, right? So from here, let's just say I got theta equals to theta 1. Now what I will do is that I will put this theta equals to theta 1 here. Then what will be my answer? My answer will be 2r sin theta 1. This will be the answer. This will be my answer. Eventually this will turn out to be my answer, right? But how will you find out theta 1? You will have to differentiate this function. No, you will have to differentiate this function and then put that equals to 0. From here you will get theta equals to theta 1. Now differentiate this function, put that equals to 0, it will be a complex calculation, I can directly see. Although this is a constant part, I don't care. But cos square theta I multiply with sin theta, that will be a bit difficult calculation, right? Or let's do it. If I have picked up, let's do it. But by easier calculation would have been something else. So what we need to do is that we need to differentiate. F of theta is 2 pi r cube cos square theta sin theta. What I can think is, yes, what I can think is that I will write it down as 1 minus sin square theta. So 2 pi r cube, this will 1 minus sin square theta into sine theta, right? So this I can do 2 pi r cube, inside goes sine theta minus sine cube theta. Now I will differentiate, okay, because it has come in terms of sine theta only. Now I will differentiate and then put that equals to 0. So 2 pi r cube cos theta minus 3 sine square theta, and what is the differentiation of sine theta? That is cos theta. Understandable? And then you put that equals to 0. So 2 pi r cube cos theta you take common, 1 minus 3 sine square theta equals to 0. So from here someone would say that sir cos theta equals to 0. That means theta would be equals to pi by 2. Not possible, no? This is not possible. Theta equals to pi by 2 means this line has to be straight. This line has to be straight, which is not possible. And if you put pi by 2 here, sine pi by 2 is 0, height has to be 0, which is not possible. That means from here what you are getting, sine square theta would be equals to 1 by 3, or you can say sine theta equals to 1 by under root 3. Yeah, this is possible. So here this is what we need to put. So what is my h? H is nothing but 2r sine theta. So answer is coming out to be 2r by under root 3. Although it was a needless lengthy calculation, this is the answer. So value of h for which the volume will be maximum is nothing but 2r by under root 3. And for sure in the examination I would have gone with theta, because just as I see right angle triangle, no, the very next moment what I do is that I take the angle theta. So r cos theta I would have gone, r sin theta I would have gone. Now sir, what would be the easier method? The easier method would have been somewhat like this. The easier method, sir, this was the method that you did very good, sir. But if you were using some less brain, then it would be better for you. So what would have been the easier method? The easier method would be, forget about this theta beta. If this is h, then you would know that this is h by 2. And direct relation you can see that h by 2 whole square plus r square is equals to r square. This relation we can directly see. So from, and what we need to maximize? We need to maximize pi r square h, you know. Volume we need to maximize pi r square h, pi r square h. Now from here you can directly get the value of r square, no? What is the value of r square? Capital R square minus h square by 4. So what you are getting? Capital R square minus h square by 4. Multiply with h. So what you are getting? Pi into r square h minus h cube by 4. Then differentiate this function with respect to h, because you need to find out the value of h such that it is maximum. So differentiate this function with respect to h. What you are getting? R square minus 3h square by 4, right? R square minus h, differentiation of h would be 1, 3h h cube. So differentiation of h cube will be 3h square divided by 4. So what answer you are getting? 3h square by 4 will be equals to r square, and the value of h is coming out to be 2r by under root 3. There you go. Within seconds you would have got the answer, sir. Needlessly you went with theta and all, whatever it is. Okay. So but in the examination what may click, that's up to you. If I am the student, always theta would click to me, that I would avoid trigonometry. But here it was r square. Basically I wanted to avoid under root. Here why this method was easy? Why this method was easy here? Because here there was under root coming, no? Under root coming. So I wanted to avoid under root, but here under root is not even coming because r square value is already there. R square value is already there. So value of h is 2r by under root 3. I would have surely written the answer here, which is 2r by under root 3 only. Okay. So yeah, it's up to you. How do you take this problem in the examination hall? Always up to you. Let's go to the next one. One question, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 more questions are there. Try them on your own. Smallest parameter that a rectangle with area 4 square unit can have is, what is given? A rectangle with the area of 4 square unit. There is a rectangle which is having an area of, this is a rectangle means one side is x, other side is y. What is the area? Area given is 4 square units. Area is 4. What does that mean? X into y equals to 4 is given. What you need to minimize? Smallest parameter. That means I need to minimize something. What I need to minimize? What I need to minimize? Perimeter I need to minimize. Perimeter. What is the perimeter of a rectangle? So that is nothing but 2 into x plus y. This is something that I need to minimize. That's it. I know the relation 2 into x plus what is the value of y? 4yx. Differentiate with respect to x. You will get the value of put that equals to 0. What is the value of x you are getting? Value of x you are getting is 2. Okay. So if value of x is 2, then what will be the value of y? Value of y will also come out to be 2. If the value of x is 2, value of y will also come out to be 2. Because if you put 2 here, 2 into y equals to 4. So value of y will also come out to be 2 only. X is 2, y is 2. Right? So the smallest parameter that a rectangle with 4 square units can have. So what is the value of the perimeter? This is what they are asking. What is the value of the perimeter? So what is the value of the perimeter? So perimeter is nothing but 2 into x plus y, which is 2 into 2 plus 2, which is 8 unit. So value of perimeter you need to find. So what I did was I assumed the side xy area was given x into y equals to 4. What will be the perimeter? 2 into x plus y. That will be the perimeter. X plus x plus y plus y. So 2 into x plus y. Just put the value, differentiate. X equals to 2, y equals to 2 you are getting. That means what is the perimeter? Perimeter is nothing but 2 into x plus y. So 2 into 2 plus 2, 8 is the answer. I would have surely written the answer here. The answer is nothing but 8 only. Okay. Very simple question. Let's do this one. The maximum area in square units of a rectangle whose vertices are on the ellipse. This is a good question actually. So can you draw this ellipse? Draw it on your own. You need to draw this ellipse. How the ellipse would look like? This is how the ellipse would look like. At x equals to 1, y is 0. At x equals to minus 1, y is 0. At x equals to, at y equals to, at x equals to 0, y is 1 by 2. At x equals to 0, y is minus 1 by 2. Okay. Now rectangle you need to make whose vertices lie on the ellipse. This is a rectangle, no? This is the rectangle. This is a rectangle and these are known as vertices. Okay. These are known as vertices. So these vertices should be lying on the ellipse. Then this is how I will make it. Say yes or no. Is that clear to you? What this point will be? What will be this point? Vertices are lying on the ellipse. So can I call this point is x comma y, where the relation between x and y is x square plus 4y square equals to 1. You can take any other variable as well, but I am taking x comma y only. So if this point is x comma y, what will be this point? X comma minus y. What will be this point? This point will be minus x comma y. And what will be this point? Minus x comma minus y. Say yes or no. So can you find out the length of the rectangle? What will be this length? This length will be nothing but 2x. What will be this length? This length will be nothing but 2y. This length will be 2y. Is that clear to you what I did here? I have find out the length of the rectangle because our rectangle is lying, the vertices of the rectangle is lying on the ellipse only. So if this point is x comma y, this point would be x comma minus y, this point would be minus x comma minus y, this point would be minus x comma y. So length of the rectangle, here it would be 2x, here it would be 2y. What we need to find out? We need to maximize the area. What we need to maximize? maximize the area. Maximize area. And what is that area? 2x comma 2x multiplied with 2y. So what is the area we need to maximize? 4xy. Right? So what we can do? From here we can find out the value of x. I will go with the value of x, because if I know the value of x, I will get the value of y as well. Why I am not going with the value of y this time? Because in the denominator some value will come. Basically what will be x? X will be nothing but 1 minus 4y square. So now I will make it as a function of y. 4 under root 1 minus 4y square multiply with y. That's it. So this is the function of y we have made. Arey wah, no page left. So function of y that we have made is this: 4y into under root 1 minus 4y square. 4y into 1 minus 4y square. First as it is, 1 minus 4y square into minus 8y plus under root 1 minus 4y square into 1. 4 you take outside, 1 as it is, differentiation of this 1 by 2 under root minus 8y, and here this is the scenario. Okay, what you are getting? 4 is outside, which we don't care, minus 4y square upper side, this 2 and this will become minus 4 minus 4y square, and downward here it is 1 minus 4y square, and downward under root. Look, I cannot teach you the calculation. Calculation should be done on your own. This much calculation you can do. This is why do the differentiation 1 by 2. Here you could have assumed x as 2 cos theta and y as sin theta. It would have been easier. 2 cos theta and sin theta. Yeah, it would have been very easy. Needlessly, I went too much difficult. Yes, I will teach method 2 as well here. Okay, but let's do by this method now. As of now, let's do by this method. So 4, we are just differentiating f dash y we are doing. So 4 is outside, first as it is, did the differentiation. So whatever the value that we are getting, that I am writing down here. This will become minus 8y square divided by 2, so minus 4y square, and then this goes here 1 minus 4y square. Okay, and then put that equals to 0. So from here, what is the value of y we are getting? Value of y we are getting is, this will become 8y square equals to 1. So value of y we are getting is 1 by under root 8. From here, what we are getting, 8y square equals to 1 we are getting. So 1 by 2 under root 2. Okay, so x square plus 4y square equals to 1. X square plus 4, what is y square? That is 1 by 8. That is equals to 1. So x is equals to 1 by under root 2. So x is 1 by under root 2 and y is 1 by 2 under root 2. What we are supposed to find out? The area we are supposed to find out. So what will be the area? The area is nothing but 4 into x into y. What is the area? Area is 4 into x into y. 4 into 1 by under root 2 into 1 by 2 under root 2. Area is 1. That's the answer. Okay, this is the area. That's the answer. Let's check the answer first. Yeah, area is 1 only. But again, very crude method. Value of y came out to be very difficult. So what I could have done here is that method 2, the equation was given as x square plus 4y square equals to 1. Right, this was given. Right, and what we need to maximize? We need to maximize f equals to 2 4xy. This is what we need to maximize. Right, if you look closely here, if I put x equals to cos theta, and y equals to sin theta by 2. Job done. Because cos square theta plus 4 into sin square theta by 4, cos square theta plus sin square theta equals to 1. Yes, this equation is being satisfied. So just put the same thing here. 4 into what is cos theta? X is cos theta, and what is y? Y is sin theta by 2. So function has simply become sin 2 theta. What is the maximum value? Maximum value is 1. So maximum area is 1. And at what angle it will be occurring? It will be occurring at theta equals to 45 degree. So here what will be the value of x? Cos 45. That will be 1 by under root 2. And what will be the value of y? Sin 45 divided by 2. That will be 1 by 2 under root 2. That's it. This is the answer. 1 by under root 2, 1 by under root 2, 1 by 2 under root 2, and maximum area is f theta max. F theta max, that is 1. So maximum area 1 and 1 by under root 2, 1 by 2 under root 2. So very smartly you would have done it. Needlessly this much lengthy calculation. Okay, just as you see this equation, what we need to maximize, job done. Okay, x equals to cos theta, y equals to sin theta by 2. Function you write down, and maximum minimum value you understood. Okay, let's go to the next one. For a right angle triangle, if the sum of two lengths of hypotenuse and one side is kept constant, then in order to have the maximum area of the triangle, the angle between hypotenuse and that side is. Right angle triangle we need to make first. Let's make a right angle triangle. Let me take a break. Let me take a break. 2 questions only are left, no? 3 questions are left. Okay, so I will come back. Let me take a break because it's been very long hour. I guess for 90 minutes I am speaking. So let me take a break. You try this question on your own. It is actually a very good question. Very good question. Okay, actually a very good question. So try it on your own. It will be having a bit lengthy calculation, but yeah, you can do it. So let me take a break and then I will come back. Yeah, welcome back. So did you try this question? So here the calculation was lengthy. You just need to trust yourself and then proceed in the calculation. Right? So there is a right angle triangle where one side is one of the hypotenuse you need to take and some other side you need to take. It could be the perpendicular as well, it could be the base as well. We are taking the base. Addition of both of them is kept constant. Addition of both of them is kept constant. What we need to maximize? We need to maximize the area. What we need to maximize? We need to maximize the area. What is the area of this? What is the area of a triangle? What is the area of a triangle? Half into base. Base is y. Half into base into height. What is the height? Height is this. And what is this value? Do you know what is this value? This value is nothing but under root x square minus y square. I hope you know how did I write down x square minus y square. Right? Basic Pythagoras theorem I have applied. Under root x square minus y square. So what we need to find out? We need to find out the angle between hypotenuse and the side. That means this angle we need to find out. So we need to find out this angle. We need to find out this angle such that this area is maximum. And the relation between x and y is given as x plus y equals to c. What we need to find out? We need to find out this angle such that this area is maximum. So what is the first thing that will click to you? That everything I convert into theta. This will be the first thing that will be clicking to me. Right? In the examination or when you are solving this problem, the first thing that will click to is that everything I would convert into theta. So what I would do is that I can see that sir x cos theta equals to y. And then sir I would not write down this length as under root x square minus y square. I can simply see that sir this length is nothing but let's just call this length as p. So sir this p is nothing but x sin theta. Say yes or no? So sir area I would have written in this manner, half into base. Base I am putting x cos theta and height I am putting as x sin theta. Right? And from here what I would have seen that sir x plus y is constant. No, x plus y is constant. X plus y is constant. So what is x? Let's keep x as it is. And what is y sir? Y is nothing but x cos theta equals to c. So sir value of x is coming out to be c upon 1 plus cos theta. So sir now the whole area, that is 1 by 2 cos theta sin theta x square. What is x square? X square is nothing but c square upon 1 plus cos theta square. Now the question is that you find out the area, sorry, you find out the value of theta such that this is maximum. Such that this is maximum. That means what you need to do? dA by d theta equals to 0. Now try doing the differentiation of this. Is it very straightforward or not? It is not very straightforward, right? The differentiation would be a bit difficult here. Are you able to understand this point? Are you able to apply some formula or anything? Here 2 sin theta cos theta sin 2 theta we would be able to apply cos square theta sin square theta cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2 we would be able to do. So this is not very straightforward. I have done the calculation, I know, but I was just thinking some other formula can we apply or not. So some other formula also is very difficult. Right now, what is our A? What I can do is that I can multiply 2 and divide by 2. What I can do here, I can multiply with 2 and divide by 2. So this will become 1 by 4. So what I can get is that my area is nothing but 1 by 4. What I have done, multiply with 2, divide by 2. So 1 by 4 sin 2 theta. This will become sin 2 theta, no? 2 sin theta cos sin 2 theta, and c square is here. So c square by 4. C square by 4. Multiply with 2 divided by 2. So 1 by 4 sin 2 theta c square. So c square by 4 sin 2 theta divided by 1 plus cos theta whole square. Divided by 1 plus cos theta whole square. So it looks easy, but we need to differentiate as well. So now dA by d theta we need to do. One plus cos theta to the power 4, 1 plus cos theta whole square. Now sin 2 theta will have cos 2 theta into 2 minus then sin 2 theta as it is into 2 1 plus cos theta into sin theta, and cos theta will have a differentiation of minus sin theta, so this will become positive sign. Are you able to understand this point? Again, let's check back the calculation. This comes as it is. Cos 2 theta will be sin 2 theta will become cos 2 theta 2, then minus sin, then sin 2 theta as it is, then 2 1 plus cos 2 theta. Yeah, this is the calculation we will be getting. Now this we need to put that equals to 0. So from here what I am getting is that this will go to 0 here, doesn't matter. What common I can take? 1 plus cos theta I can take common. Rest anything I can take common? No. Only 1 plus cos theta I can take common. 2 1 plus cos theta. 2 into 1 plus cos theta I can take common. Can you see how much complex calculation is going? But for sure in the examination, this is the first thing that will be clicking to me. I will not try to solve questions in x and y. This is how I will try to solve. But then I would realize that calculation is going very strange here. If someone knows a easier calculation, then they can let me know. But as of now, seems that this is the only calculation we can get. Sin 2 theta into sin theta. This is the scenario that we are getting, right? Now you know that, sir, 2 will be going to 0, then doesn't matter. Cos theta cannot be equals to minus 1, because if cos theta equals to minus 1, that means theta is equals to pi, and theta equals to pi is not possible. Theta equals to pi, what does that mean? That this line will come here, which is not possible. So theta equals to pi is not possible. So this is not possible. So this particular equation we need to solve now. So what do we do? What we can do is that 1 plus cos theta into 2 cos square theta minus 1 plus 2 sin theta cos theta equals to 0. So this bracket I don't need. Is that clear? So this I don't even need. I am left with this much. So what I am getting? 2 cos square theta minus 1 plus 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta plus what kind of calculation is there? Right? Cubic form we are getting. Seriously. What I will do is that here also I will put 1 minus cos square theta. This 2 sin square theta, in place of 2 sin square theta, what I would do, I will put 1 minus cos square theta. Why is that so? Because everything I am trying to convert into cos theta only. So what I will be getting? 2 cos square theta minus 1 plus 2 cos cube theta. I am just hopeful that this cos cube theta gets cancelled out. This is the hope that I am having. Now 2 cos theta minus 2 cos cube theta. Yes, it is getting cancelled out, equals to 0. So 2 goes inside, so 2 cos theta, 2 cos cube theta. This is getting cancelled out. And anything else getting cancelled out? No. So what we are left with? 2 cos square theta, then minus 1, and then here plus cos theta, and minus 1 equals to 0. Right? So what value of cos theta you are getting from here? You can solve it, and cos theta equals to 1 by 2 we are getting. If I put 1 by 2 here, this will become 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Yes, cos theta equals to 1 by 2 we are getting. And what does that mean? Theta equals to 60 degree. So do you really feel that in the examination you will be this much confident in solving this problem? Like this much calculation will you be able to do in the examination with patience? Till this point you can maintain the patience. After that, will you be able to maintain the patience? Just as you see this term 2 cos cube theta, you will lose the patience there. That's a cubic form. Then the sinusoid will also be converted. So those guys who are having great patience, those guys who are having great self-confidence, they will be only able to proceed. Right? This would require a very high amount of self-confidence. Then only you will be able to proceed in this kind of calculation. Otherwise, what is the method 2? Method 2, I would proceed in the same manner. Although answer I have got, but what will be the method 2? Method 2 would say that proceed the calculation in xy form. There as well the calculation is complex. And actually it is a gate PIQ only. Okay? Don't feel that sir it is not a gate PIQ. It is actually a gate PIQ. So these kind of questions sometimes create problems in the examination hall. They will feel like that, say, yes sir, I can solve it very easily, but things are going against my way. So what you would try to do? You will convert y into c or c, or sorry, what you will try to replace? X you will try to replace, or y you will try to replace? I will try to replace y. Why is that so? Y is only coming once, but x is coming twice, so I will try to replace y. So y will become c minus x. If I try to replace x, then what will happen? This will become c minus y. This will also become c minus y. C minus y. I guess the calculation might be easy. Here if I put c minus x, then c square, no, same kind of calculation would be there. So let's try to replace y only. So here what I am putting, x square, in place of y what I will put, c minus x square. The whole function I am taking in terms of c, right? Sorry, the whole function I am making in terms of x. Why I am doing so? Like basically what I will do, dA by dx I will do, and I will get the value of x. Once I get the value of x, can I get the value of y? Yes. And then what I would know? I would know that sir x cos theta equals to y. That means cos theta equals to y by x. So I will put the value of y, I will put the value of x, and then from there I will get the value of theta. So I am taking the whole function in terms of x. Then from here I can get the value of theta. Is that understandable to you? So this is what I am trying to do. So what I will do, 1 by 2 x under root x square minus c square plus x square minus 2cx. Okay. So 1 by 2 x under root 2cx minus c square. This is a. Right. Now differentiate and put that equals to 0. Again differentiation x, and then this is the term and in the under root x. So not very straightforward of the calculation. But as of now I want to check if I have put it correctly or not. Here I replaced with y. I replaced with c minus x. Okay. Good that I checked my notes here. This will be half into base. No, base is y. Base is y here. No, this is y. Base is y. Half into base into height. Base is y. Base is y here. Base is y here. Base is y here. Right? I was completely messing it up. So in place of x, I will put c minus y, because I was thinking that something is going wrong. So what I would do, sorry guys for this error. So in place of x, what I would do, I would put c minus y, c minus y whole square minus y whole square. Understandable? In place of x I am putting c minus y. This is the calculation that I am doing. So 1 by 2 y under root c square plus y square minus 2cy minus y square. This and this get cancelled out. 1 by 2 y under root c square minus 2cy. Now differentiate with respect to y. So this 1 by 2 is not a matter of concern for me. First one as it is, differentiation of second, multiply minus 2c, plus second one as it is, differentiation of first, right? First one as it is, differentiation of second, 1 by 2 under root c square minus 2cy, then differentiation of y would be minus 2c plus this guy as it is. 1 by 2 minus 2cy plus 2 into c square minus 2cy divided by 2 under root c square minus 2cy. I don't care about the differentiation, I just need to put that equals to 0. So I just need to put that equals to 0. So from here what I am getting, 2c square minus 6cy, 2c square minus 4cy minus 2cy. So 2c square minus 6cy would be equals to 0. So y is coming out to be c by 3, right? Y is coming out to be c by 3. This is your y. Y is coming out to be c by 3. So y is coming out to be c by 3. So x is coming out to be 2c by 3. So value of x is coming out to be 2c by 3. So now from here, what is the value of cos theta you are getting? Cos theta you are getting is c by 3 divided by 2c by 3. So cos theta is coming out to be 1 by 2. So theta is coming out to be 60 degree. So although I would say that this calculation is easier than the previous one, this calculation is easier than the previous one, right? So here first of all we matched up actually. Area was half into base, which was y and root x square minus y square. So in place of y, here y is coming twice, x is coming once, so I replaced x with c minus y whole square. Then this is the value I was getting, c square minus 2cy. Then I differentiated it with respect to y and then put that equals to 0. So the differentiation was not that difficult because I don't need to care about the denominator much. I only need to care about the numerator. From there I got to know that value of y is coming out to be c by 3. From there value of x is coming out to be 2c by 3. I got the value theta equals to 60 degree. But in the examination it will be very tough to judge that, sir, should I go with the method of assuming theta in this manner? Should I convert everything into theta? Or sir, should I go with the simple differentiation? Like in these example, in previous example when you saw here, when I was going with the simple calculation, so here something was complex, but this became very easy, right? This became very, very straightforward. This became very easy. But here, this was complex, but this became a bit easier, right? So whatever the example that we have solved, what do you think what you will proceed with? In this particular scenario as well, this h equals to 2r by 3, this was complex only, right? If the things are going into theta, the things are becoming a bit complex only, but here it was straightforward, not very complex, right? Not very complex. So I would say that if this theta thing is not clicking to you, or even if it is clicking to you, so whatever that clicks to you in the examination hall, proceed with that, okay? And I would say prefer this approach. Avoid that theta approach, because we have solved 3 numericals. We have got to know that in this one as well, that theta approach was having more calculation, and then in this one as well, in this one theta approach was very good. Within a minute you would be able to get the answer, but here some calculation was used, not very high calculation, some calculation was used. Here theta approach was very disastrous, it would take a lot of time, but here it was a bit less calculative. So I guess without theta approach is winning here. Theta approach is losing, without theta approach is winning. So if I have been a student, from the conclusion that I have made, I would go without theta approach in the examination hall if the question is coming. Okay, I would go with without theta approach, because 3 problems we have seen, and in all these 3 problems, I guess collectively without theta approach is winning. So this theta approach I will try to avoid. But it is just my natural thing that just as I see some angle, just as I see right angle triangle, no, I proceed with this calculation. I proceed with this calculation. Always this is just a natural thing to me. So it's up to you what you will proceed with. Understandable? Let's go with the next question. Maximum value of e to the power sin x divided by e to the power cos x. What is the function? E to the power sin x divided by e to the power cos x. What you will get? E to the power sin x minus cos x. Can I write down in this manner? What is the maximum value of this? What is the exponential function? It always keeps on increasing, you know. Someone would say, sir, e to the power minus x decreases, but it is e to the power fx, e to the power fx, e to the power fx, right? So e is a constant value. What I mean to say is that I want you to find out maximum value of 2 to the power x such that x is between 1 to 4. What will be your answer? So 2 is a constant value, value of x should be 4, so 2 to the power 4 is the maximum value. That's it. So similarly, e is a constant value which is 2.7, 2.7 something, which is having some power. I want you to find out, okay, this is, if this is fx, I will call it, let's call this as gx. I want you to find out the maximum value of this. So for this to be maximum, what should be maximum? Fx should be maximum, right? Fx should be maximum. So what is the maximum value of fx? So maximum value of fx is nothing but under root 2, right? What is the maximum value of fx, which is sin x minus cos x? What will be the maximum value? The maximum value will be under root a square plus b square. So what will be the maximum value? Under root 2. So gx will have the maximum value of e under root 2, and gx will have the minimum value of e minus under root 2. At what angle they will be occurring? That you can find out on your own. Cos minus plus 45 degree. This will occur at 135 degree, and this will occur at minus 45 degree. Or you can add up 180, or you can subtract 180. So this will occur at minus 45. Okay, minus 45 you can say, or 135 plus 180 also you can say. 135 plus 180, that will be 215, or you can say 215. Okay, understandable? All good. How did I find out this angle? That's up to you. How did I find out this angle? That's up to you. We have spent more than roughly around 1 hour on this discussion, so you should be able to find out that when you will get the maximum value. So sin x minus cos x. Cos x is a friend of x axis, that means minus 1 here, and then sin is a friend of y axis, minus 1 plus 1. What will be this angle? So actually we are supposed to find out this angle, right? So this angle will be theta. So theta will be nothing but 180 degree minus this particular angle. What is this angle? 1 divided by 1, 45 degree. So what is the answer? 135 degree. Okay, so how do we get this angle? That's up to you. So this is the answer. Proceed with the next question. This is the last one. Okay, a right circular cone of largest volume that can be enclosed by a sphere of 1 radius meter has a height equal to what? So should be solved by you, should be solved on your own. Okay, you should solve it on your own. So there is a sphere of radius 1 meter. It is having a right circular cone. It is having a right circular cone. Right, the right circular cone with the largest volume. So height of the cone is h and radius is r. The radius is r, height is h, right? So what is the volume? Volume is 1 by 3 pi r square h. That's the volume. Okay, 1 by 3 pi r. The right circular cone of largest volume that can be enclosed by a sphere of radius 1 meter has a height. So we need to find out the value of height, but what is given? The radius is given. The radius of the sphere is given. So let's just say this is the center. So this is the radius that is given, which is 1 meter. This 1 meter radius is given. 1 meter radius is given. Now if this is 1 meter, can you let me know this will also be 1 meter only, no? This is the center, I have assumed. So from center to till the end, this will be 1 meter. So this will also be radius only, this will also be 1 meter. This is the center, no? So from center to till the boundary, 1 meter, 1 meter. Understandable? Right? So this is 1 meter, this is also 1 meter. Now again I will not go with the theta, or shall I go with theta? This is 1, so if I assume theta here, I will be able to write down the length h. This is the complete h, no? This length is complete h. This length is complete h. 1 meter, this length is 1 meter, so do I know this length? Yes sir, this will be 1 minus h. This length will be 1 minus h. Now what do I know? 1 minus h whole square plus r square will be equals to 1 square. So 1 square plus h square minus 2h plus r square will be equals to 1. So this is what we are getting. Now in place of r square, what I can replace? In place of r square, I can replace 2h minus h square. Right? So just put half pi. In place of r square, you will put 2h minus h square multiply with h. This is the volume V. We need to find out the value of height only. The right circular cone of largest volume that can be enclosed by a sphere of radius 1 has a height equals to what? So dv by dh equals to 0 we need to do. So 1 by 3 pi. So here what you are getting? 1 by 3 pi 2h square minus h cube. 2h square minus h cube. So 1 by 3 pi 4h minus 3h square. 4h minus 3h square. That should be equated to 0. So 3h square should be equals to 4h. So h is coming out to be 4 by 3 meter. Okay, there you go. This is the answer that we are getting. Differentiate, put that equals to 0. So height has to be 4 by 3 meter. If height is 4 by 3 meter, then what will be the radius? Radius also you can find out. And based on that, you can find out the volume as well. If they would have asked the volume, then you could have find out the volume as well. Height they have find out, this is the answer. If they wanted to ask you r square value, so r square value also you can find out 2 into 4 by 3 minus 16 by 9. 24, so it will become 8 by 9. 8 by 9. R square value is 8 by 9. So what will be the maximum volume? Half into pi into r square, which is 8 by 9 into h, which is 4 by 3. So you can find out the volume here, meter cube. This will be the volume. This will be the volume. Although they did not ask it, but we can find out anything. Height only they asked. And let's try to solve it by the theta method. Okay. By theta method, let's try to find out. Method 2. Let's assume this as theta. So what will be the value of r? R will be 1 cos theta, right? 1 cos theta. And what will be, this is already 1 meter. And what will be h? H will be already 1 meter plus 1 sin theta. Understandable? This length is already 1 and this length is 1 sin theta. So 1 plus 1 sin theta. So this is nothing but cos theta and this is 1 plus sin theta. Right? So what will be the volume? Volume will be pi 1 by 3 pi r square h. Pi r square h. So 1 by 3 pi r square h. Complex calculation. Okay. Like surely complex than this one. So what we have concluded in all this discussion, we have concluded that without theta approach is always winning. Okay, without theta approach is always winning. 1 minus sine square theta plus sine theta minus sine cube theta. So this is the volume that we are getting in terms of theta. Again, we will have to check back the calculation as well. Who knows, one calculation mistake and everything, every hard work will be gone. Now we need to differentiate. Arey bhai, differentiation will also be very difficult now. One term will come into sine theta, other term. So I think I should have differentiated here only. This step was not required. Why I needlessly converted into sine theta only? I should have differentiated here only, right? If I want to differentiate here only, otherwise it will become very complex. So next calculation I am leaving up to you. You do the calculation. Okay, from I would say that differentiate from here only. So cos square theta sin theta differentiation will become cos theta, then 1 plus sin theta to 2 cos theta sin theta. Calculation will be complex, but still you can do it. Okay, and then put the value. Sin theta value will come out to be 1 by 3. Theta value, sin theta value will come out to be 1 by 3. That means theta would come out to be sin inverse 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 you will put, h value will be 4 by 3. Okay, so calculation up to you. Calculation self calculation. Okay, yeah, so now I guess yes, this is done. So we are done with the applications of derivative. So most of the part of differential calculus is completed. After that we need to see the functions of two variable. So as of now we were dealing in one variable only, no, y x. So what we were dealing in, we were dealing about y equals to fx, no. We used to write down y equals to x square plus 3. So if I say that value of x is 2, then y has to be 7. So there is only one variable, no, x is the variable. Then y is not independent. Only one independent variable is there. Or you can say that x square was 3 minus y. So if you say y equals to 1, then x has to be plus minus under root 2. So x is fixed, no, like only one variable is there. Although you would say, sir, there are two variables, but free one variable only there, no. So this was function of one variable, functions of one variable. But now I will define a function z which is x plus y. So here independently you can take the value of x, independently you can take the value of y, and you will get the value of z. So till this point we used to make the graph like this. This is your y, this is your x, and now we will make the graph like this. This is your x, this is your y, and based on that z will take the value. Z is equal to x plus y. What does that mean? If x is 1, y is 1, then z will be 2. If x is 1, y is 1, then z will be somewhere 2. In that manner we will draw the graph and we will study the differential calculus of this particular scenario. Is that clear to you? So this will be our next topic. So first of all we will teach you the basics, the way we started. Like I will teach you the basics, that how to draw the graphs and all. Those graphs and all I will teach you. Functions, like we will take up some functions, we will take up some standard function and we will draw the graph of them. And then this will be helpful in integral calculus as well. But now you guys need to give me some time. Okay, you guys need to give me some time. What do you mean by time, sir? I will take a break now, because you would see in this recording as well or in the previous recording as well, like I'm not at my 100% of efficiency, or you can say I'm not at my 100% of the health, because of the issue that I am facing, sleep issue I am facing. Okay, usually I don't believe in taking breaks. I always used to believe that one should work consistently, but it's been very long time since I have taken a break. Like from gate results till back then, like we started conducting all India mock test, so there was no break in between. Then we started working on PYQ book as well. As of now we are working on PYQ book, and when it comes out you will see that best PYQ book ever we will deliver. Okay, so that PYQ book also we are working on, and then in the software as well, we are in our application as well, we are bringing some changes. So a lot of work had been there, and I'm not getting time at all. Okay, so, and because of that sleep issue and all those things are happening, and like not feeling very well. In the night as well I will have to take the medicine to sleep. So this is the condition that I am facing as of now. So what I have thought is that I will take a break from everything. All I will do is that I will do the doubt solving and those one-to-one guidance session that is there for our Titan batch, that I will have to attend. We cannot ignore that, right? So bi-weekly I will have to attend that session, and I will have to clear the doubt, and then I will spend my time in the break only. Like basically I will not do anything for 3 to 4 days. Okay, so you will have to give me maximum 7 days. After 7 days I will again come back. What is the date today? It's Thursday, 21st May it is, no, 21st May. Okay, so today it is 21st May. On 8th May for sure there will be content from my end and it will come regularly. Okay, 28th, 29th, 30th May, 31st May, and within 1 week we will complete integral calculus as well and rest of the part of differential calculus as well. So from 28th May onwards, regular content I will upload, but till that point you guys need to give me some time. Okay, so you guys revise whatever that you have studied, and what I will do is that I will upload the notes till this part. What I will do, calculus part 1, this is the name I will give, calculus part 1, calculus part 1, and I will upload the printable notes as well. I will upload the slides as well, so you can get the printout and you can study. Next content will start coming on 28th May onwards. This much time I hope you guys will be understanding the situation. This much time you will give me, and after that I will upload the content in the best possible manner completely, okay, without any break. We will complete the calculus. After that only we will take then there will be some days of break because I will have to come I will have to make the content of probability. Then probability will get started and we will complete probability. Okay, after that differential equation or complex variable or vector calculus, whatever I need to take out of these 3 topics, I will choose one topic and then I will get started. So as of now, next target would be that we cover the rest of the part of differential calculus, which is functions of 2 variable. Then what we will think? We will think of then we will study probability, and after that 3 topics will be left: differential equation, complex variable, and vector calculus. So out of these 3 I will pick one topic, whichever the topic I feel like picking up, that topic I will pick, and from there we will get started. And you guys already know that complete engineering mathematics will be available on YouTube. Okay, so full engineering mathematics we are going to cover. So yeah, I hope you guys would understand, and you guys will wait till 28th of May. Till that point you complete everything, revise everything, and just be comfortable with your basics. And along with that you can study some other subject as well if you are studying your core subject, whatever it is. Understandable? Yeah, thank you very much. Happy learning.